Okay, let's see what NFL Network looks like.
Hello and welcome to the night one of the NFL Draft. Watch along here on C2C as our primetime blitz crew is together. I got halfway around the world. I got my man Primus, Tim Hendricks. How you doing, bud?
This stuff is way too early for me, so it's got to be about right on time for everybody else.
And then up in the right corner, after his long travel to Vegas and back to Minnesota, we got Kevin Cherry. If he's with us right now, he might be taking care of some business. But I'm the host, Big B. We will be joined shortly with the Dallas Cowboy fan, Crispy Bacon. Hopefully, we'll get some other people to join us. Please share it out, like it, and you guys want to drop a comment on who your team is going to draft? Let's go ahead and do that. Just getting ready for the opening festivities here in Pittsburgh.
It's Marshmallow
Wow, it looks like Pittsburgh Stadium's getting filled up there too. And
yeah, remember when they were in Green Bay last year that there was almost 50,000 people at Lambeau Field.
yeah, well, that's the other thing to do in Green Bay is nothing but football.
Yeah.
All right, we're about 11 minutes away. All right. We should be getting the commissioner here shortly to officially put the Las Vegas Raiders on the clock. Tim, we spoke yesterday on our Rankum show. I know about it's highly unlikely, but I think we both feel the Raiders should move this and gain assets.
I think they should. It's not going to happen, but when you're a team who's got so many holes to fill, I think you and I were talking yesterday. I think you trade out of that pick, and I still think the Jets or the Giants are perfect little two perfect trading partners to go after something like that. But we're not going to get so lucky, I don't think. What do you think the over under on trades in the first round is going to be?
Oh, well, there's what, 5 or 6 teams that do not have a first round pick.
Yeah.
Due to trades. let's see, we got 32 draft picks. Man, I can see a lot of. I mean, okay. So do we count the Giants trade already when they came back and traded?
No. You just do draft day trades. Just
Draft day trade,
draft
okay.
day trades.
I think there's still going to be 5 trades. I still think there's a lot of people that probably got like 2 or 3 people on their board, and if they can gain access, and that's the feeling a lot of experts are saying is that there might be some trades, but it might not include a lot of next year's picks, especially early, because next year's draft is supposed to be stacked at a lot of different positions. So I'm going to say 5. I think we're still going to have an active night. I think we're going to have some people, some teams use that 8-minute down to the second. That was just recently changed. So, but I'd say I would say 5.
I like 5. I was thinking about the over under being at 5. I think. Do you see anybody in the top, say, 15 making a jump into the higher numbers, or do you see a lot of people in the 15s staying out?
See, 16 through 20. That's the hard one because you're just missed the playoffs. How much changes you do in the offseason. What's it going to cost to move into the top, 15, top 10? Are you going to move back if your guy is there? I can see that maybe the Cowboys try to move up and get one of those big corners that everybody's talking about, especially if Dallas drops, to the near bottom of the, 10 to 12. I can see them moving up to share them. I don't see my Vikings moving up. I can see them moving back a pick or 2, maybe to get a 4th round. I don't think they have the ammunition unless they throw in a couple players. Then I can see them moving up to get their guy. But we'll all see money talks. Assets talk. I should say maybe not so much money nowadays, but we'll see. It's funny. They got these aerial views. I see no parking lots around, so I just wonder where people are parking at.
Yeah.
Just like when we watch WrestleMania, they're doing the aerial view of Vegas, and I'm like, I don't see any parking around the stadium. So,
right. There's 6 teams that have 2 picks in the first round.
Yeah. And those are the teams I can see, possibly packaging both of them up and moving up and getting their guy. And
right,
I would
exactly.
say that would be the smart move, and like I said, if I'm the Raiders, I'm intrigued on anybody that has 2 picks in the first round talking to me about, swapping,
I still think the team. I personally think the perfect team for the Raiders to swap out is the Giants.
Yeah, 5 and 10. Get 2 guys.
5 and 10. Yeah.
Would you, if you're the Raiders, and let's say that facilitates, and you do trade the first round pick to the Giants? Do you take the 10th pick and take your quarterback Simpson, or do you maybe trade that and move back a little bit to get Simpson?
No, if you can do it right, you take the 10. You take the 10 and you find one of the other teams, say like the Dallas Cowboys, and then you take it, and then you have them trade you their 2 firsts, and then all of a sudden now you've got your 3 first-round draft picks. You take Simpson try to get as farther back as you can in the first round to get Simpson.
Yeah,
I think with the pick that the Cowboys got from Green Bay in the Micah Parsons trade, I think you make that move. I think that's the spot if you were Dallas to trade back into up into that 10 spot. I think that would be the perfect spot for somebody like say Las Vegas to bring up and get.
Well, and the thing is, and that's the thing with Dallas is they lost both of their starting corners, so they're looking to re-amp there. Caleb Downs has been talked about going there, so
right.
It'd be nice. Yeah. Speaking of Dallas, they're on the doing some talk now here with Dallas. They're saying that drafting a receiver is a possibility. Well, they got 2 picks, but I think they need to shore up that defense. So,
yeah.
So, but all right, we got Dave here. He's hoping that the Bears take the safety from Oregon if he makes it to the 25th pick. Is that Tillman? Because he won't last.
That's Thieneman from Oregon. Yeah.
Thieneman, yeah. If the Vikings pass on him and he's there at 18, I think that's a big mistake with the Vikings because you can have, if Harrison Smith comes back, you can have him be his mentor.
Exactly.
Just like quarterbacks are the mentors to their replacement. So. But God, that guy third from the left looked like Dante Culpepper.
Which one, Sonny Styles?
I don't know, but he was standing there, kind of looked like a young Culpepper.
Yeah, I think if I looked at Sonny Styles right, he looks a bit like Culpepper.
Yeah. All right. We got Cherry back. Kevin, if you're there, you're on mute. Hey, bud.
Yeah, sorry, I got a phone call.
No, that's okay.
Earlier.
Are the Bears calling you for your input on their draft?
Yeah, they're asking me if they should trade for the number 1.
Yeah.
No, my girlfriend was calling me for our trip to Florida in October.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh. So where are the Bears sitting at again? They're in the mid-teens, right?
I think they're 25. I think
25. Okay. Oh, that's right. They did make the playoffs last year, so yeah, they're sitting there. So what do you think the Bears are going to do? So they're just showing teams without picks. You got the Falcons, the Broncos, Packers, Colts, Jags, and Bengals. Do we think one of those teams are going to move into the first round?
Oh, the Colts aren't. We don't have the capital after giving away our 2 picks, our 2 first picks this year and next year. So I don't see us drafting it and trading back in.
Okay.
Maybe the Packers to get a receiver.
Yeah, I can
or
see
maybe
that.
A tight end because they had tight end issues. They had tight end issues last year. So maybe
I could see possibly. I could say if I was a betting guy, maybe the Bengals slide back in late first round if Simpson's there to kind of take the heir apparent replacement for Joe Burrow. Yeah, I don't think too many other. Jacksonville. Yeah.
I think Chiefs. Do you think the Chiefs start drafting Mahomes' replacement? Because he's kind of a little bit. Do you think they go down?
I don't know who, because I thought they had a pretty decent backup.
They had Minshew last year.
They had Gardner Minshew.
Oh, they had Minshew last year. Okay,
but he's gone. He signed some.
If the Chiefs are looking, then I think they would be the team that would maybe trade way back in the back to get because they're not gonna use their pick unless they move up to trade with the Raiders. They're not gonna move because it sounds like it's Manzona and then everybody else. There's no other quarterback that's talked about being early in the first round besides Simpson, and he's talking about being early second, late first. So,
Yes,
Yeah,
this is right.
I knew
Justin Fields.
there was.
Justin Fields is
What?
the backup in Kansas City.
Oh yeah, that's right. Justin Fields is the backup now. I forgot about that.
oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Fields is the backup. Forgot about they traded for him. I think.
Oh, so does that mean you're going to be a Chiefs fan now there?
Hell no, I'm sticking with the Bears. I'll be a Justin Fields fan, but I'm not gonna. I
Yeah,
can't
that's
follow
gonna be
him.
kinda- I
personally.
mean-
I'm loyal to my fan base.
No, and that's good. I'm glad you're not one of those guys that bounces around. But it does have to be hard to see your favorite player on a team that you really don't want to root for. So
I mean, honestly, I'm not too upset about it because I think this is gonna be the best spot for him since he's been drafted. So I'm not too upset about it. I'm glad he can actually have weapons and have just a team around him. They have somewhat of a good offensive line, so I'm not too upset.
no, it was. I think that was actually a pretty good fit for him.
So I mean, he's gonna have weapons too. It's gonna be he's gonna have Travis Kelce. He's gonna have Worthy. I think if Rashee Rice doesn't get suspended, which I don't know if he is or not, but you'll have him.
Well, you'll have
and then you got K9 now. You got
K9. Yep. That's what I was just thinking about.
So technically, I think the Chiefs could be somewhat decent again.
So we got Girdell on there hyping up the Pittsburgh crowd with two guys I don't know. I'm guessing one is TJ Watt. I don't know who the other guy would be. Or not TJ Watt.
That's Cameron Hayward.
Okay.
$300,000 people. I didn't think there was that many people in Pittsburgh.
It's all the Raiders fans there to watch them draft Mendoza.
Yeah.
So Kevin, me and Tim's talked a little bit yesterday on our Rankum show, and I know I brought it up a couple times. But if you're the Raiders, how set are you in drafting Minnesota, or would you be looking to trade that first overall pick?
I honestly, personally, if I'm a Raiders fan, I'm pissed if we trade away. Personally,
okay.
I think if you trade your other first round pick, that's different to get other draft assets. But if you trade out of the number one, I mean, it'd have to be the best quarterback in the league. I think at that point because.
Yeah.
You got Kirk O'Change as your quarterback, and you don't know how trustworthy he's going to be. And I really think if I'm the Raiders, if you're a Raiders fan and you see the Raiders trade from number one anywhere, I'm gonna be pretty upset.
Okay.
You struggled with Geno last year, and that was terrible. I mean, unless they really want to be the next Bears 2.0 and struggle for the next 10 years, looking for a quarterback. I think you have to draft Mendoza.
Okay, somebody's got to help me because that number 86, that front row that they showed him, I know him from somewhere. He's a YouTuber, I think, but I can't pinpoint his name. I know I follow him on certain things.
I changed the network. I changed the NFL network.
Okay. Terry Bradshaw.
I'm still behind you.
How far are you behind?
They just introduced Mel Blount.
Okay. So you're with the Raider fans and the experts that say stay with the pick and take Mendoza. Kevin.
Yeah, if that's personally, if that's what I would do, if anything, I would trade away my second first round pick And try
They
to get
don't
some
got
assets
two
in
first
there.
round picks, do they?
Yeah, they have a second one, I believe.
I don't.
I think.
No, I don't think they do. I don't think they're one of the 6. But I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. No, they don't have a second first round pick.
Okay. I swear I thought I had seen it. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, because you got
Are
the
the Cardinals one of
Giants.
the two? Cardinals?
You got the Jets, the Giants, Cowboys, the Chiefs. Let me see here.
Dolphins.
I'll tell you what
Dolphins have 2.
I would tell you what the Jets should do right now if they're both available at their draft spots. And it
Yeah.
might be biased, but I think it'd be the best for the Jets, and it's 2 of their positional needs. I would take the offensive lineman from Miami, and then I
Okay.
would also take their defensive end, Reuben Bain Jr. If I'm the Jets, I'm taking both of those guys.
Okay. Yeah.
Personally, if I'm the Jets, that's what I do.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure that Maui Noah is the best offensive lineman in the draft class, and I think Reuben Bain could be definitely argued as the best edge rusher in the draft as well. It can be argued, and that's who I want the Bears to take. But I know the Bears are not going to get him because he's not going after. He's going to go top 15, if not top 10.
So I'm just curious on your guys' thoughts. I mean, I know me and Tim are kind of old schooler. You know, Trey, you're kind of a young buck here. Do you think it's wrong that Minnesota's not at the draft, Tim?
No, I don't think it's wrong. It's not the first time. It's not.
No.
No, if he feels comfortable being at home, I'd be honest. I would be more comfortable sitting at my house with my family. Where it's just, to me, it's a lot. There's a lot less stress when you're around family than you are around 300,000 people, say in Pittsburgh, like they are right now. So no, I have no problems with being at
Do
home.
you think it hurts the NFL that the first overall pick's not there?
No.
All right. Kevin? What's your thought?
To be honest, I guess no, it's not terrible that he's not there. I mean, but at the same time, I would want the very first overall pick to be at the draft. So
Yeah.
I guess it depends on who you ask.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I'm with Tim. I guess you want to be where you're comfortable at, but you know, you hear a lot of players when they talk about walking across that stage and getting that handshake and that first jersey, you know, meant a lot. But you know, to be able to share with your family too, I mean, that's got to be big time too. But but we know his night's going to be. And it looks like we got the first pick coming in here. They're showing the war room. Everybody's shaking hands. So 4 minutes left, Tim. I mean, slim chances that it's a trade, but most likely they've already.
Yeah, it's pretty much, this is pretty much a done deal. I don't see a trade.
No.
I'm definitely behind you because they're showing the Wardroom on NFL Network and there's no handshakes as of yet. But then again, I'm streaming, so you've got probably the quicker pick than I've got. So
Well, I'm streaming out of Hulu too. So, but the pick is in, boys. I think this is probably the worst kept secret of all of sports this year. So,
I mean, yeah, there's no way this isn't Mendoza. I'll tell you right now, though, if it is, someone's going to get shot.
I mean, just think if it's not Minnesota on how many boards. I mean, unless you're the Jets, you're probably hoping it's not Minnesota, but they're not taking Love. I mean, so the Jets are going to have their pick out a pretty decent running back. So
I really think the Jets don't take running back personally.
I don't think so. I think you're right. If I'm the Jets, I go lineman or something.
Yeah, I think the Cardinals and Titans need a running back more than the Jets do.
Yeah.
But you could also see the Cardinals or Titans trade up.
Yep. Well, and that's the thing is, Cardinals also need a quarterback too right now. So,
Well, they got Jacoby Brissett, don't they?
I don't know if
Yeah, they still got Brissett.
I'm the butthole.
All right, here we go.
Brissett. It looks like the quarterback room in Arizona is the former backup room in friggin' Indy. They've got Brissett and Minshew in Arizona.
There it is. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not one to hate the pick, but I mean, I still think. I mean, I think they could have drafted out, or traded out.
Yeah, you think the Raiders should have traded, huh?
I think they should. I think there's a lot more need that they needed, holes to fill. They could have got some, but it is what it is. I mean that just definitely takes them out of the running for next year's quarterback class. So unless something seriously happens, which you're not going to live in hope.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, you're right. It looks like somebody already had a custom Minnesota Raiders jersey there.
Total games.
Well, they had cameras all over the place for this pick here, so. And his brother's what? A junior going into this year?
Mendoza's?
Yeah,
I think so.
because he was the backup last year.
Right.
Thank you so much. In the last 5 months.
No.
It looks like it, doesn't it?
That's the new quarterback for the Raiders.
What pick does the
Vikings have the 18th pick. Just started.
So what's everybody's thoughts on the next pick, the Jets?
Again, the Jets, I know they got 2 first-round picks. Again, that's a team, too, that needs some hole or needs to fill some holes to compete. I know you can't do it all in one night, but I'm thinking offensive lineman, or you do take Love and make him your feature back with what's his face at so Crispin's with us. How you doing, bud?
I am good. The Mendoza got the first overall, which I think we kind of figured out.
How much does it cost you? 3 months.
no ammo?
Do you
Oh.
if you're the Jets, do you trade out of this pick to the Giants for the 2 first picks?
if you get Giants' first 2 picks, I think you do it because you know the Giants aren't going to take Love. I mean, they're set there with Scatterbo unless they feel that he's not going to be healthy. But
Picks in. I think it's going to be David Bailey, but I'd like it to be Bailey, but I don't think it's going to be by the look of the Baileys. The pick Bailey in the green room. It doesn't look like it's going to be him. So at this point, it's probably Ruben Bain from Miami.
yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, again, a team that has a lot of needs and stuff. I mean,
Well, and also too, the clock went down from like I don't know, 15 minutes to 10 minutes.
First round pick.
yeah, we're just doing the first round.
So the clock for picks this year has gone down.
So the Patriots don't get to pick at all.
What?
The Patriots get to pick it all.
Yeah, they pick later.
So it depends on how bad your team was in the season.
The worst team gets the first pick. Team that wins the Super Bowl gets the last pick.
In each round?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Pretty much, and then there's trades.
Bring the studio, man.
There's usually trades involved that kind of
Oh, yeah.
mess everything up.
Me and Tim were talking, Chris. How many trades do you think there will be this year
Where is this?
in the first round?
Not counting the trades that's already been made, I think about 4 or 5.
Yeah, I think we're about that on the average where we were figuring 5.
Yep. Yeah.
And I think one will happen tonight.
At 9?
At least that's what I've been hearing.
Uh-oh. Bacon's got.
They went Bailey. Tim, they went Bailey.
David Bailey. Well, David Bailey. Well, the thing is, they showed Bailey in the David Bailey in the green room. It didn't look like he was on a phone call.
I think they're kind of delaying those phone calls. Oh, they're not
No,
showing.
they're not delaying them. They're trying not to show us.
Yeah, try not to show because they don't want to hurt Aaron Rodgers' feelings.
Oh, hurt my feelings. What would be the shock? What would be the shock pick here at Arizona? Would the shock pick be that they take Arvell Reese instead of Jeremiah Love?
I think honestly the shock pick would be that they trade out of it.
They'll probably take
But so what is there? Let's see here.
We'll take it.
Let's see. Their needs are corner, offensive lineman, edge, safety, D tackle. I mean, this could be a spot too. I mean, a shock pick could be Downs.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
that's
like-
our
I like
pick.
Keelan.
Their need is not running back. So,
They've got a lot of needs. This is another team that could trade out of this pick. Love's not gonna make it past 5. That's a guarantee at this point.
he's not making it past Tennessee.
Oh, he's definitely
Five's the Giants, so the Giants ain't taking him
right.
unless they're really concerned about Scatterboo's injury. You're not taking Love. Now you might take one later in the draft, but
I'm gonna give you a hot take right now, and I'm gonna tell you that Cam Scatterboo is gonna be this generation's Peyton Hillis.
okay. So the Jets. Let's see here.
That's a lot of people. Oh, wow.
So Jets took Bailey, which was one of their needs. It's also quarterback, receiver, offensive guard, and corner. So,
Do we have any knowledge?
what? Yeah, just do it.
How can you?
All right. Go give Mom a kiss. What's your
How will you immediately
Watch Arizona get a quarterback.
Yeah. Bacon making the hot take of the night. Arizona taking a quarterback. Signing the first card by Tops.
yeah? Those are going to be very expensive packs this year. Since Tops is now the only licensed product to do NFL cards.
Well, it also depends. It depends
Football.
if he's an exclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it
but
would
the
be
thing
like
is,
individual, like a
it's
one-on-one.
licensed, so I mean,
Yeah, but if he signed an exclusive early,
yeah,
he could
maybe,
still sign. He could have signed an exclusive to like Leaf or to
yeah,
still sign in one to Panini.
yeah.
Well, did you go? Jacoby Brissett's not going to attend the first part of OTAs.
All right, Cardinals pick is in.
Oh, who do I figure? Who do you got, Bacon?
I have no clue at this point.
Yeah, this is a pick too. That I mean, Cardinals could just back out. I mean, you know,
I
I think if it's the Cardinals, I think you gotta. Yeah, but the running backs are pretty decent. So, do you want to really stockpile your running back room? I mean,
Sure.
I think they take Arvell Reese here out of Ohio State.
yeah, that could be not a bad pick there. Reese, Ohio State, 6'4", 241. Nice size for a linebacker.
He got thing is Arvell Reese got overshadowed so badly by his teammate Sonny Styles. Sonny
Yeah.
Styles looked like a genetic freak during the combine.
Yeah. Yeah, they got Styles at number 5 right now is the best available.
AJ, I'm just playing.
I think Bacon wants Styles.
No,
I think Dallas wants a whole new ownership group.
sure. It would probably be Caleb Downs. I'm guessing for Dallas.
Who's this pick?
Jeremiah Love going to the Cardinals.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, kind of shocked on that one.
Huh.
I'm kind of a little shocked. Now, what does Tennessee do? So Love taken.
I think Tennessee goes. Reuben Bain.
So let's see. Tennessee edge, wideout, offensive lineman, running back, linebacker. Well, the running back just went, unless they want to double down and go with Love's backup. But I think it's way too early for that.
I think it's way too early for him too.
Yeah.
I think Reuben Bain goes to Tennessee at this point.
Reuben Bain.
I got that one wrong.
Well, edge rusher, or Reese. If you go with best available, you go with Reese, or you go with the Miami offensive tackle Francis to help protect your young quarterback.
Which one? That Maya Noah?
Yeah.
Noah?
Yeah.
The guy who's got an N in his name but doesn't pronounces an N with his name and can't no N in his last name whatsoever.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta say, so far in the walkout, I'm more impressed with the Packers last year. The Steelers just look like a blame, just
Yeah.
6 foot 212.
I don't know what that is.
One thing watching this highlight of him, he doesn't have the breakaway speed though.
Yeah, but think about it. When you look at it, Eric Dickerson really didn't have breakaway speed either when he came out.
No, you're right. You're right too. I mean, I do get that. Those are some ugly Notre Dame uniforms there. I like the helmet look, but one thing with some schools, they should just stick with their traditional jerseys and not be fancy.
Unless you're Oregon.
Yeah.
Or Navy or Army.
Yeah.
Yeah, Notre Dame should just stay with their blah uniforms. That's them.
No, I'm saying like for the Army Navy game, they kind of go all out for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's like one time a year. So.
Oh, the pick is in for the Titans now.
Yeah, they only
they're
had
going
10 minutes to pick.
No, it's only 8.
8 minutes.
Oh, that's right.
It's 8 minutes. But I'll be 15 because I'll do the interview, then they'll go.
Ooh, my dad was my first ever coach too.
No, what I've been hearing is Dallas could trade with Cleveland in the 6th pick.
Yeah, they're going to trade for Shedeur Sanders, and
I would not be
but
surprised.
that's the thing is,
No, it'd be a pick for Pickens, basically.
the first one-on-one
Six
card
overall
that's
and
kind of
pick.
cool there.
what one?
The cards getting signed there with him and Gurnell. I mean, So are they going to go to break first, or are they going to?
Okay, right here is where you have to sign it. You have to sign it inside that white. Okay,
Yeah.
all you have to do is you got to sign it inside the white.
Yeah.
Color inside the lines.
Yeah, exactly. I think the Titans are going Arvell Reese.
What do you think of the Titans' new logo?
I like the fact that
Captain
they're going back to the city colors, the old Houston city colors.
Kind of reminds me of the Captain American shield.
Yeah, a little
A
bit.
little bit.
Oh,
See,
Yeah,
the fact
I got
is
But it's cool.
they've got a defensive-minded coach in Tennessee, so I wouldn't be shocked if they win defense.
no, yeah, you're right. They're gonna. I think they're going defense.
I think it's
And they'll probably pick offense.
I think it's Arvell Reese or Ruben Bain.
No, we are wrong.
Holy hell! He went offense.
That's
You
what
can
I
tell how
thought.
far
Most-
back I am.
Wide receiver Cardell Tate.
Arvell Tate.
Welcome
Yes,
to
sir.
Tennessee.
As soon as you said no, he went offense. I'm going. Well, there's only one pick at this spot that I would take. And
Well.
that's Cardinal Tate.
Most coaches pick the opposite of what they're good at, it seems like. Defense like
No.
offense, and then offense like defense. Not all the
So
time.
this is Giants here, I believe, are going to stick, and they're going defense. Harbaugh likes defense.
Or this is their one of two picks.
One or two picks. Yep.
Golly, I didn't think Arvell Reese would be here at 5.
No, I
You
didn't
got
think
both.
he'd be.
You got both the Ohio State linebackers sitting right here at 2
And you got Downs.
and you got Downs, and they
So
need
this is
all
something
three
too.
of them.
This is something to think about too. If the Giants like one of those 4 guys or 3 of the 4
We'll
guys,
take it.
they can bounce back a couple picks, get a couple more draft picks, and still get a guy they like. So
This wouldn't be too much of a shock if Kansas City jumped into this spot.
right. Yeah, I can see Kansas City doing that. So with the Giants on the clock, they are looking depth chart, or not depth chart, but needs wide receiver, offensive guard, corner, D tackle, O tackle. So
In
could
the
this
quarterback.
be a spot where Reese goes?
Now
Could this be
Noah,
a spot? Could this be Malnoa's spot? I'm the Giants. I think of course, me being an offensive guy myself, I take the offensive lineman to help your young running back and quarterback to stay healthy.
the Giants.
I wonder
pick
how
is
many.
in.
I wonder how many analysts are going to say Oilers instead of Titans.
Nah, the Oilers have been gone so long.
No, I know, but I mean with the colors.
I mean, there might be a couple mistakes when they see the logo, or the colors, but I think they've been gone for a while already.
Oh, I know.
So
But you got those traditionalists.
yeah, oh yeah, you got it. I mean, it took them a while to, it takes a more of a time to get used to like a team name change or location.
Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah, the Commanders. Everybody still just called them Washington. They wouldn't even say the second name. First round Ohio State wide receiver selected. And that's the thing, too. Ohio State can make a run here. I mean, you got
They can
3
next 3
more
picks.
decent Ohio State guys. So, I mean, next, few picks, we can see a run up on Ohio State people. You guys following? Comment. Who do you think the Giants are going to take? Who do you think your favorite team's going to take? When do you think the first trade's going to happen?
Indy's gonna take Trey Lance's little brother.
Yeah. That could be a possibility. He's a wideout, though, ain't he?
Yeah, he's a wide receiver over at North Dakota State.
Yeah. The one guy I'm really looking forward to day 2, day 3,
Did
just because he's a Minnesota
the
guy.
Chiefs made the Browns made a swap. Browns and Chiefs just swapped.
I haven't seen that yet.
I'm on NFL Network, and it's showing the Chiefs are next after New York, then Washington.
Well, they haven't
New Orleans,
updated it yet. Nope, now they have. Yep, now I got it. Yeah, now I got the Chiefs are picking after the Giants here. So,
They never
Chris, if you get
mentioned it, but
details
I was
on that
looking
draft
at
or that trade, let us know. But the guy I think the Vikings should take if he's there later is Emmett Johnson, running back of Nebraska from Minnesota. But it just seems like he's going to go a few picks before Minnesota takes him. Or gets to him, I should say.
Yeah, they haven't officially announced that swap.
Well, they swapped it on the draft board here, so
Yeah. But I mean, like on TV, they haven't.
Yeah, they haven't yet. So Giants, I feel, are going to take the offensive tackle. If I'm them, I would. Especially you got 2 picks. You got a pick 6 spots later. There's a good chance you're still going to get one of your top 5 guys after this pick. So
I would say they'll go defense.
well, that's what a lot of experts are saying, that Harbaugh's going defense hard on both picks, corner and safety. But now with Kansas City moving up, I mean, what's Kansas City looking at? I mean, because they be going for the offensive lineman. I mean, the Browns are trading the 6th pick to Kansas City.
They're going for Caleb Downs. I'm gonna if the Giants will take Caleb Downs, I think the Chiefs take Downs at 6.
Yeah, I think we're going.
I'll go Styles.
Let's see here. Best of
You have to remember, Kansas City lost both their cornerbacks.
Yep.
True.
So Downs would be smart. So there's a possibility we could get back-to-back Ohio State the next 3 picks.
Yep. If Reese or Styles goes here, which I think it's going to be Reese,
I go.
then you can see Downs going next after that, and then I can see Styles going after that.
Yeah.
Actually, I could see Washington going to somebody like probably going to Mekhi Lemon or something.
Well, and again too, Washington's another one with a young quarterback that needs a little bit of protection too. So
Yeah, that could be a Maya Noah pick.
Partnership with the Tri-City Assistance Program for Survivor, TAP, the NFL Salute to Service.
all right.
We are honored to
I would say if I'm the Giant, I mean, I like the offensive
I'll go
lineman.
Styles.
Chris is going
There you
Styles.
go,
I'm going
Styles.
offensive lineman. Tim,
I'm going Reese here.
you going Reese? I like that pick too. I think Styles was going to be there at 10.
The Chiefs sent the 9th, the 74th, and the 148th to the Browns for the 6th.
Okay, so they must have they must got 2 guys here that they want.
Yeah.
Tradition he proudly passed on to his sons. Hokie family, take it away. With the 5th overall pick of the 2026 NFL Draft, the New York.
You got it, Tim.
Arvell Reese.
Yep.
I was partially right. I thought defense.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a bad
But
pick.
you
I
got
mean,
to keep correct.
a lot of experts today were saying Giants
No.
were taking defense, just depending on who it was. So next is the Chiefs. They're going Downs.
Yeah, they're going down without a question at this point.
Yep. I don't know. We'll probably have a surprise to go offense.
What?
Maybe. Do they do them tomorrow?
No, do 2, 3, and 4.
You still have Kittle, but
Oh no, they'll
or
probably
not
do 2
Kittle,
tomorrow, 4, 5
Kelsey, but
Saturday, and Sunday to finish up with the other 2 rounds.
Wait, what'd you say? 1 tonight, 2
2
or 3?
tomorrow, 2 on Saturday.
Oh.
Yep.
What numbers are going to be on Sunday?
Oh.
Your favorite numbers.
So we got one trade in the books. I like the fact that clock doesn't start over for Kansas City, so
He's the defensive coordinator.
you can't even get the hat
No, it
on.
starts once the pick is in. Once the team's pick is in, like for the Giants.
Yeah, the clock
Yeah.
the clock automatically goes at that point.
Well, the Chiefs pick is in already.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be Caleb. I
Which means
honestly
that
think this is
Washington
Caleb
is up.
Dude,
So that's 2 Ohio State guys back to back.
that would be
So Caleb Downs would make it 3.
Caleb Downs would make it 2,
No, 3.
3.
The last
Yeah, Tate
pick was,
Reed.
was Ohio State. This week it's
Oh,
Ohio
that's right.
State.
Tate went 3.
Yep.
Tate won 4. You're right.
No, heck, if I'm Washington, I take the 4th Ohio State guy. Why not?
Mm.
Yeah.
You know, that seems to happen every year in the draft. Whoever wins the national champion becomes national champion.
Well, they didn't win the national champions, though.
That was Indiana.
Yeah.
That's true, yeah. Mendoza, yeah.
But again, Ohio State, I mean, they got talent. A lot of the guys are going to start anywhere else. They're just going there because it's Ohio State.
Right.
I think the best entrance for WrestleMania.
Ohio State's a linebacker factory anyway.
Yep.
Yep.
At Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Or Dallas. Right? We only have one.
What did the Giants tell you? Oh, we picked you. That's what the Giants told me.
Are they
Yeah,
showing
that'd
them
be
what
funny.
to write on the card?
They told them where. They just told them where to write,
Oh.
which is pretty funny because it's just a big white spot like this. And
Well, but she was holding something, too, that kind of made it look like that's how they want them to write it.
yeah, it's probably what it's. They're showing. This is where it's gonna. You need to put it, like right here, right here. Like no, just tell them in the white spot. I know he went to Ohio State, but you didn't need to point out where he has to write.
Wow.
Well,
Kansas City has traded Patrick Mahomes.
yeah.
I would not be surprised. You only have one down here.
Nobody's going to take on that 10-year deal.
No one wants our kicker deal.
Well, it's the first trade in the draft. This was the thing we brought up before
Yeah.
Bacon showed up. Was anybody going to trade back into inside the top 15? And
No.
well, Kansas City was already there, but I didn't think anybody inside the top 15 was going to make that move.
Oh. Wow. They went corner, but not the corner we thought.
Mansour,
Yep.
the maximum male model.
Well,
I was gonna
I
say,
guess it's corner. We were thinking safety, but now it's starting to get interesting because Downs is dropping. You know, I don't think the Vikings have enough firepower to move up much, but
so,
the Washington pick is already in.
do you think this is the most unpredictable draft?
Anything
Not
after,
ever, but in the last like
I'm
5
thinking.
years.
I think anything after Mendoza was pretty much a wild card. Anything after the Raiders pick.
And I think the Giants making the trade a few days ago, I think it made it more of a crapshoot on what the Giants are thinking.
So who do the Commanders take at this point since their pick is in?
I'd say they take the offensive lineman.
Manoa.
Yeah, but again, Downs is there too, so maybe when they heard the name, they right away and got Downs.
I think the Commanders go after Ruben Bain.
Downs is probably going to give each team $1,000 to not pick Downs. So we can have him.
Brandon's just waiting for Downs to fall to him.
I don't think he's going to.
I'm going to propose you a trade, Brandon. I want you to. You're going to love this.
Oh man! Well, because I know everybody goes over the point system that Jerry Jones and the Cowboys created. I mean, I guess I would flop. Of course, you're flopping first round picks.
All right.
Maybe you throw Addison in there.
There's my trade pick right there. That's the one I'm thinking. You look at a team, say you want to trade up a spot. You trade to the Saints. You trade swap picks and add Jordan Addison, and then you got Caleb Downs in your lap.
Yep. And you still might have to throw in a couple late rounders.
Yeah, maybe a 5 or a 6.
Yeah.
What did they tell you about why you were so important to them? So really just the way they play the game.
Mansour Delane. Good Lord. Who figured that?
I'd like to see which mock draft reporter had that one.
So Mel Kiper says Downs is the best guy left on the board. And that's all by Downs.
I think Mansour Delane wasn't supposed to go until like the mid to late first round.
Oh, let's see.
They see something special in him then.
On the big board for ESPN, position rank 1, overall rank 8. So not a bad pick, I guess.
Not an overreach, but
no. But Washington now.
He didn't sign a card. That means he's exclusive to somebody.
Or they
unless they didn't show it.
Because they gave him a jersey and then he walked down the stairs.
God, Jerome Bettis looks like he still run the ball.
Bettis is probably going, why couldn't I announce the Steelers pick?
Yeah, why are they going to announce the Commanders pick?
No, they're doing Man of the Year right now.
Yeah, no, but they said they're going to announce it too.
Wow.
Think we were wrong.
Sonny Styles going to the Commanders.
Wow, that's an Ohio State kid, all right. Damn it.
Now you got New Orleans on the clock. They've been on the clock now.
Yeah.
Sonny Styles, otherwise known as he looks. That's the one that looks like Dante Culpepper, isn't it?
Yeah, he does look like Dante. He looks like a young Dante Culpepper.
What if the team that isn't the team that
Boy, Washington will have flashbacks then.
what happened?
Then they get passed over. Then the next team can come up and pick that pick.
So they have 2 picks.
No, They would
No.
have one, but they could. So, like, let's say the Saints don't get their picker right away. Cleveland could come in and
Well, they already did with the Saints.
Saints in for Saints already.
So if Washington didn't make their pick, they can still pick, but New Orleans will get first dibs on picking,
yep,
and then Washington can get their picking,
yep,
but they'll be behind.
yep,
Yeah, talk to the Minnesota Vikings
yeah.
I'm like, eh.
and the Jaguars, if I'm not mistaken.
Trying to look to see if I can find a young picture of Dante.
Jonathan Martin.
Oh.
Former Washington quarterback.
God, he does look like Dante Culpepper. Jesus Christ.
God, he looks like Dante.
He graduated to the NFL. It's like a second graduation.
His numbers were so. His numbers were so good at the combine. It was just ridiculous. What did he run a sub 440? He ran a sub 4.440 as a linebacker.
He ran a 4.46.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, he was a safety. He was a safety that became a linebacker.
Well, that could be good for Washington because, yeah, he's a linebacker, but you can put him in as a safety.
Is there a reason why that looks like the old school Redskins jersey?
Because they
They
changed
yeah, they went back to the old color scheme, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Dude looks too small to be a linebacker, though. I can tell you that.
Like I said, when he first got to Ohio State, he was a safety.
Oh, was he? Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, Urlacher was a safety too when he first went to New Mexico.
Yeah, that is true. You are right there.
I like this kid, but I think this
Well,
kid's
6'5",
gonna be a bust.
244, so he's got length.
God, I think this kid's going to be a bust.
You think so?
I like the kid. The kid's got so many intangibles, but I think he's going to be a bust.
Yeah, they're showing him exactly where to sign that card at.
Saints, Browns, Giants, and the Dolphins are your next 4 picks.
Now, this is where maybe not this pick, but if Dallas is still sitting there, I mean, the Vikings got to consider
Moving? Yeah.
moving up. I mean, they don't got too much assets to move up, but
Just because it's right. It's in our DNA. Those values our founders shared. Service, loyalty, integrity.
so
Yet those two hurricanes are still sitting there.
yeah. Well, that's the thing too. You got the offensive lineman. Vikings need offensive lineman. So if you're not moving up to get Downs, you're moving up to get the big boy out there.
Malinois, yeah.
But so Stacey, the edge rusher, wide receiver, corner, offensive guard, linebacker. So far, consistency looks like a lot of edge, a lot of linebackers, a lot of corners are needed in these first few picks here. So, and then who's after them? The Browns.
Browns, Giants, and Dolphins.
So the Browns. I mean, the Browns could be another team too that they could move back and just kind of get. And this, honestly, I think Addison to the Browns would be a fit there for them. I think. I don't think so much with the Saints, maybe, but the Browns.
Either the Saints
The
or
Browns
will
need a
pick-
quarterback, a wide receiver, tackle, guard, corner. So again, you call the Browns and be like, "Hey, we'll swap picks. We'll give you Addison. We'll give you, I think we got 3 thirds and a couple sevenths. We'll give you a third this year and maybe 1 or 2 sevenths for this year and make that deal. So, and then we got the Giants. I think we've already went over the Giants, but we'll go over them again here. Giants are looking at a wideout, offensive guard, corner, tackle, and an offensive tackle. So
it was my fault. So I was kind of like just in shock, like what? So I ended up coming to Commander, and they got the ball rolling.
Yeah, I just don't.
To the points and places that I needed to be at.
I think this is Ruben Bain, though. I think it's got to be Ruben Bain at this point. I think Ruben Bain is starting to become the Will Levis of this season.
Well, I don't know. Maybe Downs. I mean, everybody thought Downs would be gone by now.
There's always one that we cover where it's like, I think it'll be him. No, I think it'll be him. No,
Will Levis. It was Will Levis my first year.
Yeah.
And then what was it? Nolan Smith or something?
I think so. Yeah. But it seems like every year we have that. One, I think it'll be him.
Yeah. We've always got that one
So
person.
best available by Valley Kelper, Downs, Tyson's, Francis, Fano, and Levin. Commissioners don't get the steps in today.
Yeah, well, he changed the clock. So, I mean,
If they go wide receiver, they're not going Jordan Tyson. I think they go Makai Lemon, but I really think it's Ruben Bain.
Ruben Bain would probably be the obvious choice. I mean,
but this draft hasn't been obvious. So I mean,
no. After like we said though, after the first pick, it was a crapshoot.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably could look at 100 mock drafts, and after the first pick, everybody had a different pick.
that is a lot of people. Wow.
Tyson goes to the.
Wow.
So Tyson goes to the Saints. So I hate to say it, if Downs passes, if Downs is there after 10, the Vikings have to. I mean, any team looking for a quarterback has to start thinking about moving up. I mean,
And here comes the Cleveland Browns.
We're the Cleveland
Browns.
We're the Cleveland Browns, and we're gonna punt.
No, we punt.
He's doing a live stream right now.
Who?
That guy.
Oh, is he?
We're the Cleveland
Yeah,
Browns.
he's doing a draft live right now.
Well, there's the kid that's wearing a Pittsburgh jersey. I know he's a YouTuber. I just can't think of his name right now.
There's a Packers YouTuber that I think does it.
Yeah, who cares?
And we're gonna punt. I never thought. Okay, yeah, he's not the. Oh, I don't know about this pick.
Yeah, I'm kind of first guy to show tears.
I like Makai Lemon a lot better.
I wonder if it's like.
Show motion.
I wonder if it could be like the NBA and you can trade a draft pick for a draft pick.
Well, yeah, but Jerry Jones implemented that with Jimmy Johnson, that scoring system, so everybody goes by that. So that's why it's hard to trade.
Dude's never gonna make it to the. If he's gonna cry all the way down the runway, he's never gonna make it to the stage.
No, he barely made it to the stage.
Like Cleveland's pick will be called before he gets to the stage.
Move over, and the next pick in the NFL draft.
The first kid to show emotion, man.
He's
And that's going to be on his card.
He's you know why he's crying? Because he realized he got drafted by the Saints.
That's sad.
Yeah. Think about it. He's going, oh, next year I catch passes from Tyler Shuck or Spencer Ratman.
No, it's shocked.
God, I hope it's Shuck.
It's shocked. Just like the Browns are going to go with Sanders. So
Yeah, I'd like to smack the snot out of the GM going, oh, we're gonna start Deshaun Watson. Did you get a new massage room or something that nobody else knows about?
Wow. Now, Tim, you talked about players signing exclusive contracts with certain card companies. Would you have?
Hell no. Hell no, I'm signing everything. I'm going to oversaturate the market with my autograph.
Well, I'm not even saying oversaturate, but yeah, I'm signing whatever.
I'm signing whatever you give me. You're going to make my 101. I'm going to sign how Leaf always seems to have like 8,000 101s in their sets. Yeah. I'm signing like 22,000 101s. I don't care.
Oh, don't be TKO and raise the prices on that.
Was he signing the back of it?
Because he doesn't want to see it on the front.
Oh, they don't have a picture of him with the commissioner because he was crying. I'm glad he showed emotion because it means something to him. Not saying it doesn't mean anything to the other ones that aren't showing emotion, but
right,
you can tell he put the work in and he got here. He doesn't feel like it was given to him. So,
and I'm sure too that maybe family couldn't make it for some reason.
Or something happened. I get it, Chris.
It's the DNA. It's going to be a DNA card because he cried on the card.
Yeah,
it's going to be 101 with a tear.
Yeah. So the Browns are in.
Cleveland, do you pick the next Joe Thomas?
Ooh.
Oh,
those are big shoes to fill, though.
Maybe it's Mayanoa.
Who did you say, Tim?
Ruben
Bain. Who did you say?
Nope.
Nope. Spencer Fano goes.
Jesus.
Offensive tackle. So they went and got offensive lineman.
Yeah, they did. Holy sh!
You got a member of the blood. I'm just playing. I don't know.
Yeah, another member of the bloodline. 6'5", 311 to anchor down that line there.
Holy smokes! Where's Roman Reigns?
If football doesn't work out, you can definitely do WWE.
Kids, I got no argument with this pick because he's if there's a lineman, he was 1B. He was 1B behind Mayanoa, but I'm shocked that Mayanoa is going behind this guy.
Yeah.
Problem is, can he make the transition to left tackle instead of being a right tackle? Golly, I don't mind the pick. It's kind of confusing, but
I don't mind the pick. They went after Indeed. Did they see something? See, that's one thing. What a lot of experts say, "Oh, this guy's going here, guy going here," but he does it, and you guys don't make a reason why. They're just like, "Oh, it happens."
Right?
Giants.
The Giants.
I'm done saying names from the University of Miami because I'm wrong 99% of the times at this point.
Oh, here goes your big offensive lineman. Francis goes here to the Giants.
Mayanoa,
Yep.
There's your Miami.
They saw Fano go off the board and went, "Oh no, golly, did he follow us?"
Yeah, I think that's a good pick there. I think he was slated to go 5th, and they got him 10th. So I'm not going to say steal of the draft, but
Another
he's
member of the
definitely
Bloodline.
going to help
That's
protect the young quarterback, open up the holes for the big Scatterboo. So
He's not part of the Bloodline. He's part of MFT.
yeah,
There you go.
got that look.
He does.
Wow.
So
Look
we
at
are
his
10
name.
picks in. Guys, what do you think of the first? Oh, Miami's trading their pick to
who?
Dallas.
Oh, there goes Caleb
here
Downs.
goes Downs. Here goes Downs.
There goes Caleb Downs.
Oh, you would have thought we'd probably flip this table if it was the Vikings. But so what do you guys think of the first 10 picks, Tim?
I like it. I like the fact is they're not that. It's not that crazy, but outside of the Jordan Tyson pick, I think everything is still. You got top 10 picks to top 10 teams. I can see it.
Yeah, Chris, what do you think of the first 10 picks?
Good so far. I like it so far.
I'm
they're
gonna
picking
make
me.
So here's the question.
I think I'm going to make Bacon's life unhappy. I'm going to tell him this is where they're going to take. This is where they're going to take a wide receiver.
So, but here's the thing:
I
is
was got
Dallas
offensive
moved up?
lineman.
So Dallas moved up one spot, flip flopped with Miami. So did Miami maybe hit that they had somebody that was coming for their guy?
Or did they trade Pickens for this pick?
I think
Pickens just signed a franchise tag, I thought.
No,
Who?
what I heard this morning was that he was gonna.
No, they flopped first round picks because they got Dallas at 11, Miami at 12. So did Dallas get scared thinking somebody was going to come up and sack their guy?
Yeah, but why? But
I heard this morning that there was a possibility of.
Well, there's always a possibility, but so Giants selected the linebacker Reese at 5th, and then the big guy at 10. So right there, I think the Giants so far definitely capitalized big time.
Yeah, we can take New York off the structure point, off the big board. And put
The 5th
Dallas up
American
there.
Samoan to be drafted in the first round. Yeah, if the Cowboys don't take Dallas here, Vikings have to be really considering moving up.
I think Dallas saw that Reuben Bain was still on the list. Here it goes. I said I wasn't going to say Reuben Bain's name again, but here we are.
Well, that's the thing too. Yeah, Reuben Bain's still there.
Downs is there.
Downs is there. Reuben Bain, Lemon, tight end Shadiq is still there. You got
I think
Feely.
he's gonna fall.
And Dallas is happy.
Dallas is happy. Is that what you said?
He's got it's because he's got a direct phone call to Jerry Jones. What the heck?
No, I don't. That would be cool, but no.
The Cowboys get number 11. The Dolphins get to 12. This 177 and 180.
Yeah. So far, nothing. Nobody's trading next year picks yet.
Nothing yet.
See, that's one thing that a lot of experts are saying, that draft trades are going to happen, but not a lot for next year because everybody looking at next year as being a good deep class all around. Yeah, Cowboys get 11. And that's something. I mean, the 177th to 180th or what? The 6th round, 6th round?
Third, fourth.
Are they really fourth?
Mid fourth, I think.
Okay.
Let me check.
Sorry, the bar's not open yet. Oh, it's not for me. It's for the bride. She said
Let me double check.
taste of Bud Light.
All right, let's see.
So Tim, what do you think of a PLE in Italy?
He's not going.
Expensive, and the funny thing is,
Yeah.
I think it's going to be good. It's just they're expensive, and it's close by. It's only an hour and a half away, but
Well, and that's the thing too, is I heard a lot of people are getting WrestleMania tickets up to the bell time at $100 because they wanted to sell tickets. So So, but again, I think it's always funny that teams move up a pick and give up 2 extra picks. I always think that's just so. Cowboys busting, like Tip said, either saw that Baines was still on the board or they're going for downs, and Miami toyed with them and said somebody's coming to get down. So
the 177 and the 180 picks are in round 5.
yeah, okay. So round 5 ain't much. I mean, that's more
Yeah.
special teams guys, practice squad guys.
Yeah.
Couple players, pretty much.
Yeah.
Couple tackling dummies.
Well, and the thing is, too, they can move them tomorrow or Saturday and, and not blink an eye. So we're at 11 here with Dallas. So Baines or Downs are the 2 guys we're thinking here, right? Maybe an outside shot Lemon?
Outside shot Lemon, but yeah, I think Lemon's a good possibility here. But yeah, they're
You
looking
can
at
pick-
they're looking at defense.
They'll probably take offense. That's our luck.
Well, yeah, that would be great.
That's our luck.
Caleb Downs. All right, so Vikings just stay pat at 18 now and get your Dylan.
Dylan Tiedemann.
Yeah. Because I mean, if Cowboys would have passed, the Vikings had to have been on the phone with Miami or the Rams, to move up.
The little brother of Josh Downs of the Indianapolis Colts.
Is it?
Yep.
So we got 2 brother connections. Well, I mean, we probably got more, but we got Lance and Downs, huh?
Yep.
The Miami Pickers in already.
You traded up 1 spot. It doesn't, and they're going. And Miami's probably going to go for something as stupid as like Des or as
Well,
Desmond.
but the thing is I guess if people Dolphins called and I don't think they would say the name, but they probably like, yeah, we got somebody that has this offer on the table. We're about ready to take it.
Watch it be Bane. Watch it be Bane.
I think he played at University of Miami. Why not play at the Dolphins?
Yep. Bain would be a good pick here.
I think Dallas is
Bain
like
would be a good pick, or since there's talk on Hill, possibly calling a career, maybe go Lemon.
I think Dolphins and Cowboys are like, you know what? We have the 2 same players in mind. Let's just see.
Well, but that would be dumb to make that trade if on your board you got Downs and Bain both sitting there. I mean, it makes sense for the Dolphins to do it because they got a couple extra picks. But this trade made no sense for Dallas to do it if they had these 2 people on their board.
Right.
Dallas has an extra pick.
I think the Dolphins' outside chance might take Ione from Penn State, the guard from Penn State.
Yeah, I mean, they saw what they did with Tua, so I mean, definitely, they got to be thinking offensive lineman here too. So
Yeah, and you don't want to make Malik Willis to a 2.0.
No. To a 2.0, no, you do not. But again, too, I mean,
Fine.
I don't want to keep talking about the Vikings moving up, but I mean, Bane's sitting there. I mean, Flores has a pretty good defense. Another, a stud like that was supposed to go ninth at edge rusher could be a big helpful there.
Didn't you guys lose Hargrove?
I don't think so yet.
I think Caleb Downs is a stud. I really do.
Honestly, that would have been. I think if Dallas would have kept Diggs, him and Dallas would have been a sweet combo.
Oh
He was 12. He was a 12% chance to be available at the 11th pick entering into tonight.
This kid's a stud. This kid is good.
Yeah, Dallas. I'll applaud you on that one.
That's an A+ pick at 11 to pick up Downs.
I can't even say that much about it. There's a lot of love there.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate you. The Cowboys were slated to visit the Indianapolis Colts this year. So you can see Downs on Downs.
They said the Cowboys are going to Indianapolis this year for a game.
Oh, that'd be nice to see. Josh versus Caleb. That'd be well. That was like the Jets versus the Colts because Aaron.
Oh yeah,
Alex
Jones.
Pierce with Sauce Gardner at Cincinnati.
All right,
I think
Dolphins are picking then.
I think that's the reason why Sauce Gardner went to Indy because of Alex Pierce.
Probably.
I think that's also a reason why Alex Pierce re-signed in Indy too.
Who'd you say, Tim? Going to Miami?
Ione?
Nope.
The guy from Penn State?
Nope.
Bane.
Alabama offensive tackle Proctor goes to
Jeez,
Miami.
really? They need an inside lineman, not an outside lineman.
Well, he's also on the offense.
Miami doing Miami things.
Yep, Miami doing Miami things. You're right. But again, Proctor from Alabama, 6'6", 352, so he's a big dude.
He wasn't supposed to.
They might have overshot a little bit. I mean, he was slated to go around 17th, so a little early, but
that's a lot early.
But that's the thing too. It'd be nice to be in these war rooms and see what these guys are thinking about, and the talks that go on. So
I think
that'd be cool. Just, if you're like, I put my phone in the other room, I'm just gonna watch.
a lot of these teams aren't taking the full 8 minutes because the Rams pick is already in.
They're taking Mekhi Lemon. That's why.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk that they were gonna go offensive wide receiver here.
Yeah.
To pair him up with
Puka,
replace
be the heir apparent to Devontae Adams.
Yep. Cup and all them, yeah.
God, I don't get this. This pick doesn't make sense. It doesn't. You need an
In about a year, we'll talk about a draft redo.
Oh,
like people do sometimes.
Another guy showing some emotion. I kind of like that. He knows what this moment means to him. That's probably a $20,000 chain around his neck, but
it's huge.
I worked hard to
he's,
make out $20K necklace.
Is he first Alabama guy?
I
Oh,
don't think so.
let's see here.
I think like the first 3 picks were.
No, he is the first Alabama guy.
Oh wow.
Yep. 4 Ohio State guys, Indiana guy, Texas Tech, LSU, Utah,
Arizona
Miami, Ohio State. Yeah, so he's the first Bama guy to go.
After the Rams, you got Baltimore, Tampa, Jets, Lions. Then you got the Vikings, Panthers, and Dallas.
See, I'm worried with Dallas at number 20 because I know, we talked about them losing their safeties and D-backs already, that they might pop up ahead of the Vikings and get, Dylan.
Tackle new projects and stock up on new tools that are great.
Is it me or is this draft going quick?
Well, yeah, it's going quick because they're not using the full 8 minutes. I mean, we're already in pick 13, pick 14 almost. Almost an hour and 20 minutes into the draft already. I mean,
So we're at the film festival.
that's the thing
It'll
too.
be over by 10.
Could the Rams take Ty Simpson to back up Stafford
That's
to be
the two.
that could be something too.
I think
I think they'll go offense.
Well, they go offense, they go receiver. But
I'm thinking offensive line though.
Yeah, you
Protect
could
the
go
veteran
offensive
quarterback.
line. I mean, Feely's still there. Anoya's still there, but yeah.
Ty Simpson's not a bad call.
But I mean, right now he's the 25th overall. They had him going 37th on the big board. I mean, might be a reach.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't think you go for too many reaches.
Unless they trade back into the first round.
Yeah.
But would you do that to the Chargers? I'm just kidding.
I think you do that to the. I think if I had a team that I was looking at that you would trade back into, I would say, not to break a couple people's hearts, but I would say Chicago.
Yeah.
Dang, since 2021, the Rams only had one first-round pick.
Yeah. They traded them all to get Stafford in the Super Bowl ring, and
True.
so they haven't been able to draft in the first round for quite a while. So
I think the last person they drafted in the first round was
golf, wasn't it? Yeah.
No, in 2023, I think they had a first-round pick.
Well, yeah, they would have took Puka, I think, that year.
Puka. I don't think Puka was a first round pick though.
Yeah. So what do we got here? Rams. Yeah, I'm thinking you go wide out, and then maybe
Puka was drafted in the 5th round in 2023.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Well, he plays like a first-rounder.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was a.
But right now, I mean, also too, the 6 teams that don't have a first round pick, are they making phone calls to kind of get back in there?
Indy's not. We don't have.
Is
to,
Indy making call?
No, Indy doesn't have much capital.
We got no draft capital. The Rams didn't have a first round pick in 2023.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
Why?
2023. 2020.
It was like they're showing picks from 2021 to 2023. 5.
Yeah.
Rams didn't have a pick in 2022.
25. Actually,
Was it 20?
You know, this is the thing too. Not saying I want this to happen, but you know, could a throwing player to move up for Minnesota be McCarthy, and then maybe you look at Simpson? You know,
I don't think it's Simpson.
Ty Simpson.
Was Simpson.
They went
Golly.
Ty. Yep, Ty Simpson. It's tough to say because I mean, he's gonna sit for 2-3 years. Could they have got him later? Possibly. Do they want to take? To me, they didn't want to take that chance, and they know they probably didn't have the assets to move back in late in the first round. So they took their shot.
I mean, it's not bad. You know,
It's not a bad pick. It's definitely a guy they're going to groom to be their successor. But again, did they reach? Possibly. Did they feel they didn't have the assets to move up back in the first round to get him? Were they worried teams that are sitting back there, the Dolphins, you know, other teams that were going to draft them? So I guess this might be the shocker right now. Ty Simpson going 13.
A little bit. This is about as much of a
Well,
shock.
the Rams called Matthew Stafford today to inform them that they plan to select Ty Simpson. So that's coming from Schefter.
Well, is this as much of a shock as Tim Tebow going in the first round?
No.
No, Tim Tebow was always slated to be top up there. But honestly, this is probably, I mean, between Minnesota that went 1 and Simpson that went 13th here, Simpson probably got the better of the deal because he's got the weapons. He's got, I mean, okay, Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback to learn from. But Cousins goes down, you know, the Raiders don't have much. So with Stafford going down, Simpson's got some toys to play with. So this is probably a better fit, I think, for those top 2 quarterbacks.
Right. So if you're the Baltimore Ravens, do you trade this pick to say Minnesota so they can get Thieneman? Because I have a feeling Baltimore's taking him. If I think Thieneman can go to Baltimore.
Well, the pick is in, so there's no trade. I don't know. You got a new coaching staff there, so
yeah.
you know it's not the old Baltimore staff. But I would if I'm Minnesota, I'm more worried about Tampa, the Jets, and who's that 17?
Minnesota,
Detroit, yeah. One of those 3 teams I'd be more worried about. So would it be smart for Minnesota to go to Baltimore and be like, hey, you know, let's flop picks. We'll give you this guy and, you know, maybe a 5th rounder this year or 3rd rounder.
I think
Because right now those 3rd rounders are more enticing than a 5th and a 6th round pick. So.
Right.
Would they pass a physical though?
What's that, Chris?
I said, would they pass a physical though?
Yeah.
I think Baltimore goes guard. You have to remember they got to replace a couple people on their interior line.
Well, they also have to replace Likely. So could this be where Sadiq goes?
It's possible.
But again, you know, with a whole new quarterback or coaching room, you know, what's their philosophy? You know,
But they pretty much stayed in house on coaching, didn't they? Didn't they stay or up, like move up in coaching ranks with somebody?
I think so.
The pick is in for Baltimore. In their New Jerseys. Or somewhat New Jersey.
All right.
Ione from Penn State. I'm behind both of you, so I know I'm wrong.
I got pick is in.
Yeah, I've got to
I
pick
got
this
to
in.
get.
Here comes Goodell.
Wow. Wow. We were wrong on that one. Offensive tackle for offensive
Georgia.
guard.
Ione.
Yep.
That's
Penn
what Tim
State.
was saying
Yeah.
just a minute ago.
Bucks picks already in.
Yeah, because they're looking at somebody.
Yeah.
Another member of the bloodline.
Yeah.
Right.
I think we said that last year too. There's like 4 or 5 guys.
Yeah.
So they just got themselves a 6'4", 320 guard from Penn State. So he went a pick ahead where he was projected, so not a bad call.
Right.
So through 15, depending on what they do here, they even put the big guy in motion? What the heck? Ho, ho, ho.
Wow.
Yeah, this kid's a meat and potatoes guy.
Yeah.
Tampa, New York.
They had him lined in the slot and come in motion? Are you serious? Wow.
Why would you do that? That's an unnecessary pull block, bud.
I know.
Jesus. Here, let's get a guy who's 325 pounds, let him run full steam into a defensive end that doesn't see you coming.
So Tampa, I mean, I know the pick's in too, but I mean, they could have easily traded out of here too because, you know, they don't have much needs.
I think they take Sadiq here.
Yeah, that could be something. Oh, now we're going to a Burger King commercial.
I could go for a Whopper.
I got a credit card commercial. American Express.
We have Burger King here.
Cool.
They're not anywhere close. We got McDonald's here too.
I think most countries have a McDonald's, Burger King.
Yeah. The wife and the stepdaughter went to Spain last year and found a Taco Bell, which I think is hilarious. Let's go to Barcelona and have Taco Bell. They got a Subway too in Barcelona. I could go for a sweet onion chicken teriyaki. We need one of them big. We need one of those big restaurants to sponsor our show.
We need wasn't it Tim, you can correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure I'm right. But didn't their fast food restaurant in Green Bay have the Gilbert Brown burger?
That was McDonald's. It was Burger King. They called it the Grave Digger.
Yeah, but it was like 4 patties or something. Or
It was Burger King. Heck, Iron Mountain had it. They had it, and it was like 4 patties, but it was on the on the chicken sandwiches that Burger King's got, the long roll, and they put it on that. I
Okay.
think it was a mess.
Yeah, Burger King. So it was a Gilbert Burger, a legendary specialty ordered Burger King Whopper honoring Green Bay Packer nose tackle Gilbert Brown.
Gravedigger.
So let's see. The staff
one
was
of those
created in
ridiculous
1997, 97, or 96, 97, when Brown regularly ordered his Pacific Whopper combination at the Oatia Street Burger King in Green Bay. The components ordered, the signature order is a double Whopper with cheese heavy on the condiments, ketchup mixture, extra veggies, no pickles.
Yeah, because I think pickles don't deserve to be on a burger.
Ooh. People
No,
just-
so it was nothing fancy. It was just generally featured a double or sometimes triple Whopper with cheese, extra lettuce. So it was a messy burger.
Oh yeah. Matter of fact, here you can actually get a double Whopper and a triple Whopper. You can actually, if you really do it right, you can get a quadruple Whopper. Where you're paying like €1.50 a patty. You could pay $15 for a quadruple burger.
Dang.
They called it the Gravedigger because you were going to have heart failure right after you ate it.
Well, they had a restaurant here in I think in Vegas called the Heart Attack Grill.
Oh, I've heard of it.
Yeah. They closed it here, but I think it's still open in Vegas.
We should have asked Kevin. We should have told Kevin to go eat at it while he was at WrestleMania. Monroe Freeling.
Baker Mayfield had over 3,000 passing yards, 26 touchdowns.
All right, so the pick is in. They're coming up.
Baker Mayfield needs 3,000 more passes to get 3,000 more passes.
You know, Baker Mayfield kind of rejuvenated his career going to Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I never thought that was going to be possible.
I didn't think it was going to happen either.
I think it kind of helped going to LA, then Tampa, or Carolina, then Tampa.
Well,
There's your guy, Tim. There's your guy. Reuben Bain going to Tampa Bay, staying somewhat home, I guess.
Yeah, because he went to Miami.
Yeah.
He's just going on the other side of Florida.
Yep. Not a bad pickup there for Tampa Bay. I mean,
No, not at all.
you know, I mean, they could have probably used the young wideout since they lost Mike Evans this year. So, but
And we're halfway through the draft.
we are halfway through the draft. I mean, to me, you guys can agree or disagree. Ty Simpson, I think, is the biggest shocker going this early.
Yeah,
Tim?
I definitely agree. I thought somebody was going to trade back into the first round to get him, but to get him in the top half of the draft is kind of I think it's kind of a stretch.
So, Chris, what's your thoughts?
Definitely Ty Simpson going to the Rams. Caleb Downs sticking with Dallas. That's who was projected to be drafted here, but we didn't think that it would happen.
So I'm just thinking outside the box here. Rams wanted him all along. They didn't have the mustard to move back in the first round, and they probably got scared that he was going to go somewhere before they could even get him in the second. So
Honestly, I think if there was a team that you should have been worried about probably getting Ty Simpson, would have been the Jets.
yeah, that's probably what I'm thinking too. Especially since the Jets are at 16 here right now.
Right.
So, because the Lions maybe, but I know Vikings have McCarthy right now. Panthers just drafted. They got Bryce Young still. They're riding him. You know, maybe Dallas at 20, but you know,
Well, Minnesota and Carolina are before Dallas, so
Yeah.
in Detroit, New York.
Minnesota wasn't going to take a quarterback. No.
No.
They might have entertained it if they did sign Murray, but I don't think there's any chance they're taking a quarterback.
So who do you think the Jets take at this spot?
Oh God,
A quarterback.
Nah, they're not a quarterback to be taken right now. I think you either go Lemon or you go Shadik. Give Willis a good weapon here. Or yeah, well no. Jets have Geno Smith again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe you go Beasley. Maybe you go
I think
offensive
you-
tackle.
I think you go defense. I think they go defense. I think they go cornerback for like McCoy because they need to replace Sauce Gardner.
Yeah, that could be a good one too.
And it'd be funny that I think it's funny that this is the pick that Indy gave him for Sauce Gardner, and you're going to replace his replacement at 16.
Yeah. So Tim, if the Jets or if the Colts would have been here still, how the board is shaking out, who would you have liked the Colts to take?
Lemon.
Well, you guys got some good stud receivers now. I mean,
You got to remember, we let Pittman go to Pittsburgh. We traded Pittman to Pittsburgh.
oh, that's right, you did let Pittman go. Okay, so you wanted Lemon here, so okay.
I think Lemon would be a good spot here, or a tackle, probably Freeling from Georgia.
Yeah, because you got a couple young quarterbacks. You got Daniel Jones coming off an injury. Some people think that he's going to be ready for week 1. I don't know, but
I'm one of those guys.
I know we talked about how to rank them. So
Yep.
They're probably going to go offensive lineman.
if I'm the Jets, I go offensive lineman. You know, you got to start
You need
building
somebody
somewhere.
to protect, you know.
Well, yeah.
But logically, they'll probably go defense. If I was picking, it'll probably be offensive lineman, but they'll probably go.
That's why they
defense.
pay us the big M&Ms.
Huh?
That's why
Oh,
pay us
they
the
did
big
go
M&Ms.
offense, but they went tight end. Oregon's tight end, Kenyon Sadiq.
Well, that tells me that right there tells me who Detroit's taking at this point. They're taking Monroe
Who?
Freely.
You think they're going to go Freely, or do you think they sniped the Vikings here at 18? And
No. They need a tackle. They need a tackle. Yeah. This is the big need. This Freely.
Could the Vikings be worried and make that swap up for a couple picks here just so they can get their guy Dillon?
I'd be worried if Dallas traded into Detroit.
Oh yeah, Dallas trades into Detroit. Yeah, then you definitely just got beat out on your guy.
The pick is in, so
Yeah, they went. They 2 minutes, and these picks are going about every 4 minutes.
yeah,
It feels like day 2 or day 2 or 3 more than day 1.
yeah.
So we've had what, 2 trades officially or 3?
Yep, 2.
I thought it was 1.
No, we've had 2 trades.
We've had 2. We had Kansas City to Cleveland, or Cleveland to Kansas City, and then what was it, Dallas? Was it Dallas that trade? Yeah,
Oh
Dallas.
yeah, Dallas
moved
to
up.
Miami.
Yeah.
Another kid that had an outstanding combine.
Yep.
4.39 on the 40.
Yeah, no tight end in history should be running a 4.39 40. He drops 30 pounds. He drops 25 pounds. He's a wideout.
Yeah, and maybe the Jets use him out there. I mean, anything's possible.
Could he be this season's Ty Warren?
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
All right.
The pick is in for Detroit. I think this is Freeling. It has to be. They need a tackle.
So I forgot who did the Jets take. They just showed it. And I just blanked.
The Jets took Kenyon
So they
Snead.
took the edge rusher Bailey, and then they came
Right.
back and took a tight end. So
Right. I think it's definitely Monroe Freeling.
yeah,
I think the Jets got a steal with Bain too.
yeah.
Think about it. If Detroit does what I think they're going to do, that leaves Dylan Thieneman right in your lap.
Yeah. And this too could be, if Thielman's there, the Vikings, unless it's Dallas calling, Carolina might be afraid that Dallas might be wanting to save their guy. So,
Right.
But the pick is in, so we have no trade. So, So a buddy of mine chiming in and saying that through text here that he feels that the Lions are going to snap our guy here just despite.
You take your Thieneman?
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Which I'd be okay with that, and then we go offensive lineman. So I'm kind of okay going either with Thielman or a solid offensive lineman here.
Right.
But I think if Thielman goes, then the Vikings are going to trade back.
Yeah, they trade back to. I think they trade to Carolina or they trade to Dallas.
Yeah.
Because you guys got great history of trading with Dallas.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got awesome history trade with Dallas.
I don't know. You guys might. No, you're not going to do that. No. Detroit could screw me completely up and go after somebody like C.J. Allen from Georgia.
Yeah.
But you need them to take Monroe Freeling. You need them to do that.
I don't know if we need them to take Freely because if they take Thielman, then I'd be okay if the Vikings took Freely.
Right. Well, he's a tackle. You're replacing a guy who retired at center and Will Freeze, who sucks. I told everybody he sucks, and yet you guys decided when they're like, they made the Vikings offensive line and super stuff. He sucked at he sucked at the Colts. Why would they think that Will Freeze was going to be such an upgrade?
Yeah, no, I get you.
At this point, why don't you go get Pinter too?
So let's go into because Minnesota's in a big game here too. Oh, the game just kicked off, so 0-0. So okay.
Go Stars! I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that was a heartbreaker last night. Twins and Mets are tied at 7 in the bottom of the 8th.
Let's see who's the.
Did Jefferson hit a Gainey? Jefferson must have hit a Gainey to tie it up.
Chargers, Rams. Yeah, I'm still looking for the Rams for their first round draft pick. Telling you, it's Freeling right here.
Tonight, you all have the opportunity to help grant an unforgettable wish. I'm joined here by Easton, a 14-year-old Lions fan.
Oh, wow, even 2018 they were still in.
Favorite team.
Oh my God!
Who?
No.
Wow!
Easton, as he makes his wish come true.
Did they stretch? Did they reach?
Blake Miller, offensive tackle for Clemson.
Really?
Yeah.
The Detroit Lions select Blake Miller, tackle, Clemson.
Wow.
He was probably expected to go later first round, but it's not a bad pick.
Let me see here.
He looks like a Lions player.
Wow, do the Rams not like first round draft picks?
Oh, they traded him.
Yeah, remember F the picks?
I'm looking at it going, I'm all the way back to 2017, and so far no first round draft pick.
So they reached on him because they have him 8th at his position, 52 overall. So the Lions reached on that. That might be the new shocker right there.
Jared Goff was the last Rams first round draft pick.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a reach. Well, the Vikings pick is in, so we can guess who this is.
Can we?
Yeah, can we? It's Minnesota.
Wait a minute.
No, not only that, but it's just that we've been kind of wrong, which is fine, but
If we're wrong, they're taking the Feely or they're taking Lemon if they're not going to take Thielman.
or it could be option C. I don't know.
Really screwed up and take McNeil Warren.
What?
Do I want it? Oh, I'm like, do I want to know? And then I realized, yeah, I'm gonna.
I don't think you like that pick, Big B.
Oh my God! This is almost as bad as Dano showing up at the Rumble or Elimination Chamber. Caleb Banks, defensive tackle for Florida.
Missed all but 3 games in 25, foot injury.
Missed all
Played
the
in 3 games.
Missed all
Broke
the
foot
games.
again before combine.
Oh,
Still participated.
Remember, we made the comment about Miami doing Miami things.
Oh my God!
7 tackles for loss in 24.
Wow.
2 forced fumbles in 2024.
Carolina's pick is in. Oh, I wonder who they're taking.
Wow.
Wow.
6'6", 320. He was overall ranked 34th.
In his first 2 seasons, he played 7 games as a backup.
God, this guy is not it. I'm a Gator fan and know that this guy's not it.
He ran a 5.04. 5.04.
Wow.
4-yard dash.
Wow.
Holy hell. I hope this is a draft night trade.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Eagles have the 20 pick.
Yep. Eagles just traded the 20th pick to Dallas. Dallas will receive the 23rd, the 114th, and 137th.
Holy hell, Dallas is just feeding friggin'. Why would you trade? Holy smokes! Why would you be feeding? Wow. Why would
Well,
you
maybe
trade-
Dallas wanted this guy that the Vikings just drafted.
Me
No.
confused.
Yeah, they're confused. All right, you don't trade. You don't trade within your own division.
Not this high, at least.
Not this high. Yeah, you don't.
Can I get the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light? Her words, not mine.
I wonder who's making the influences because you have
7-year-old kid from
Schottenheimer been
Arlington.
kind of leading the charge on things.
I think there's a 7-year-old child from Arlington that's making the decisions for Dallas for trading to the Philadelphia Eagles. For trading to the Eagles. Somebody saw he could trade in Madden and thought it was a cool idea.
Time to start new jobs.
Hey, boss, you know you can trade in Madden, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I can do this. I can do this. I can trade in Madden.
Or just like doing things.
I put some of these trades in Madden into the
Your new year off.
that they do it. Even they don't accept trades.
Spring savings at Harbor Freight. Say something.
I'll trade my every pick in the next 2 years to get this player.
So crazy.
Didn't the Saints do that kind of? They traded
The
every
Saints-
pick that
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, that was the Ricky Williams trade. And if they were smart, the better wide running back went the pick before. Because that was the year Edgerrin James and Ricky Williams came out, and Edgerrin James went the pick before to Indy, and then Ricky Williams got traded. Basically, the Saints picked everybody from who was it? The Rams.
No,
Wasn't it the Rams? The Ricky Williams trade?
I don't remember.
No, it was the Saints.
From the
It
Rams.
was Nick. I don't know.
Let's see, the Ricky Williams trade. Well, the Ricky Williams got traded twice, basically.
Wishing for more money? All you need is your phone. No, go to the site and get a quote, and you can save $900.
Ricky Williams trade. Where's that at?
It feels good to save some coin. It feels
Yeah, I'm not.
It was the Redskins.
Almost 768 on no text.
Disregard.
The Redskins traded got the Ricky Williams pick. The Saints got the Ricky Williams pick, and the Redskins got the first, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh in 1999, and then the first and the third in 2000.
Dang.
That's what you're talking about going all in.
That's called ridiculous.
That was more than what Dallas did.
No.
No, because Dallas Minnesota put it in the writing that every guy that they cut from that trade. that
Yeah.
Dallas
The Panthers take Georgia offensive tackle Monroe Freely. I like that pick.
Yeah, that's the figure. That was the pick Tampa Detroit was going to do, but
So they still say Dallas is on the clock here.
Yeah, because of Philly.
I thought Philly had.
No, the Philly had Dallas had the pick.
Yeah, now they say Dallas trades pick to Philly, but they still have Dallas on the clock. So there, now they got Philly on the clock.
NFL Network has Philly coming up next.
Yeah, ESPN has Philly right now, and the pick is in 3 minutes in.
I feel like the first round, any time we do this, the first round, everybody has their pick basically, unless they're going to move up. But every team knows.
Yeah,
who
but
they
it seems
want.
like this year, even though they went to 8 minutes, everybody seems to be picking about halfway through. Where when it was in the past, a lot of teams took the full 10 minutes. You know?
Well, I think you had to.
I don't think you had to, but
You didn't have to.
I always thought you had to. I mean, you can send it in early, but you
They
can
just
send
like-
it in early.
the
but usually late.
Raiders could send the pick in right away if they really wanted to. I mean,
Right, but I think the NFL usually winds down the clock
yeah.
to the full amount. Now I got the trade and the pick is in for Philly. And
This
And
kid's
then
going
the
to help.
hometown
Billy went
Pittsburgh-
Makai Lemon.
Jeez. Yeah, let's add more weapons.
Well, it wasn't an Alabama defensive lineman, so
Yeah.
Now you have the hometown Pittsburgh Steelers.
I don't know who
we're going to trade with Minnesota. No. Pittsburgh's going to trade with the Cleveland Browns.
Who does Pittsburgh take?
Ah.
He's going to wear Kelly green in Philadelphia. It also makes the
Roethlisberger Jr. I'm just kidding.
It might be best. I mean, they got McCoy, the defense, the corner. They got Mansour or Mesdur, the edge from Miami. Beelman right there with safety. McNeil Warner, safety. So a lot of defensive players on the board right now. Boston's your highest rated receiver right now.
I think they take offensive tackle out of Arizona State, Ian Aker.
Where the hell is he at?
Way down there. They need linemen too. That's the thing.
Oops, that's 3 new
This is basically AJ Brown's replacement. They said.
Well, yeah, considering he's supposedly going to Pitt, New England.
So Lamu from Utah is still available.
Labubu?
From Caleb Lamu.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm trying to find Tim's guy.
He's there. Don't worry. He's an offensive tackle.
Offensive tackle, okay.
From Arizona State. Ian Aker.
I thought you were going to say the bloodline.
Oh, okay. So he's the second best available left.
At the offensive
Overall
tackle.
rank though 41. That might be a stretch here, but we've been seeing a lot of teams stretching.
Stretches. Great. The guy looks like he's bloodline.
Pittsburgh's taking a lot of time here, so they might be getting some phone calls.
Nah, they're picking.
No, they're down to a minute. So
I think they got their guy.
They're taking the full 10 minutes. They're taking the phone calls.
yeah, they're taking phone calls. And now if I'm the Chargers and the time overlaps, and I'm jumping in.
I'm taking. Well, if I'm the Chargers, I'm jumping in and trying to get Boston at this point.
Oh, now the pick is in with about 30 seconds left. Has Rodgers re-signed with the Steelers yet, or
No.
well,
Everybody thinks he's going to, but
yeah?
The number one need right now they got for Pittsburgh is quarterback.
we got to trade. I don't know. Pittsburgh's releasing Brett
Oh, I
Favre.
tell you, if Pittsburgh's hosted and they traded out of this pick,
No,
a hole in the
the
ground.
pick is already in.
yeah, the pick is in. But I'm just saying, if they were to trade out of this pick as the host city,
The Steelers.
How would you
trade-
like to be the host city and not have a first round draft pick?
yeah.
I think it's Max Ian Aker. I'm just going.
I
I've
think
been wrong all
Chicago
night.
did that.
So
I think they're calling Italy and taking Tim Hendricks.
oh God, dude, I will die. Play. What position are they going to have me play? Because I'm going to get run over.
Bench.
Bench might be the safest place for me. At least I won't have to face. I'll have to face T.J. Watt and Cam Hayward in practice. Oh, here comes the black and yellow pick of the day.
Yeah.
Good song. Of course, they had to make it a big thing, though. To announce the
Well,
big
of course,
Terry Bradshaw. I don't know.
Well, they need a quarterback, so Bradshaw wouldn't be a terrible pick. God, he got a hole.
God, they're really hyping up this pick for the Steelers.
What's their homes?
Well, no, I know, but I mean, and it's going to be their kicker.
That one Steelers fan, but I'm so nervous, man.
It's so long from the University of Florida.
Let's
I
see
didn't
here.
realize Stick was from Pittsburgh.
So not that it matters anymore on who needs what because everybody's going off the board. Quarterback, offensive guard, offensive tackle, safety, and defensive tackle.
The
Is that Britt
Vikings
Baker?
Huh?
What's that?
Was that Britt Baker they just showed on camera?
I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't see.
It went too quick for me. I wouldn't be surprised if Corey Graves was there.
Well, I know Owens is or Kurt Angle's there.
Well, yeah.
Well, he's from right up the road in Pittsville.
Yeah. Well, Jerome Bettis coming back out, and followed by probably their Mr. Football, Mr. and Mrs. Football.
No, it's Goodell and a New York Jets player. I don't know.
No, it's high school kids. It looks like.
First draft in Pittsburgh since 1948.
The Pittsburgh Steelers select kicker.
And flag football athlete.
Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
There's reports that he didn't like the angle and dropped it.
He should
That's
have.
what I heard too.
That was a stupid angle for him to be in.
Absolutely.
And even Jelly Roll was like that too. He's like, we don't belong here.
Yeah, I saw that too.
You're going to bed. But yeah, it's almost done. Arizona offensive tackle, Max
I had
Inzer Hanker.
Ian Acre.
Yeah. Just put her in bed. No. Give her a treat, put her to bed. I forgot he was still available, but
That's the one I just said.
yeah.
You
Oh,
ran a
okay.
4.9140.
No. In the bed.
Easy bet.
He's a 2025 second team All Big 12. Still weird to say Arizona State's Big 12, but
In Big 12. That's the same.
Yeah.
That's like saying that's weird saying USC and UCLA is the Big 10.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oregon, yeah.
Yeah, Oregon's joining the Big Ten.
No,
Last year.
they joined Big 12.
Bet.
Oh, what's the Big 12?
10, I mean,
What's
I
Big
thought
12?
maybe it was 10. I can't remember.
Give her a couple treats. Give her one of her ear medicine.
I'm still
Basketball
shocked
player.
that I see Iowa that I see freaking Missouri is an SEC school.
Yeah.
Weird that Texas Tech, or no, A&M, I mean.
Chargers are using up their full 10 minutes here, too.
Texas and Oklahoma are both USC or SEC schools.
It's weird.
I remember watching them when they were part of the Big Eight.
The pick is in for the Chargers.
And Dallas is on the clock. Who do we pick? I have no clue.
Thiedemann.
It's off the rails.
Chargers have to take a Thiedemann at this point.
Yeah. If Thielman gets past these next two picks, then I'm the Vikings. I'm calling him to get back in the first round.
Oh yeah, I'm calling the Cleveland Browns at this point.
If they get past these next two picks.
Oh, I'm one of the baddest dudes around here. Who the heck said that? I'm still shocked that Thiedemann's there. You put Thiedemann right next to Derwin James.
Yep.
Oh.
Well, and then you also got Watt still back there. I mean, so. I don't know where the Chargers go here. I mean, do they go Boston? I mean,
I think they go Boston. Mesidor?
Nope. Akeem Mesidor. Edge rusher for Miami.
That was a guess on my part.
Yep. So he fell a couple spots. He was at 18.
Thiedemann still sitting there.
Yep.
Thiedemann has now become the Ruben Bain, is now taken over for Ruben Bain, being still on the board. Is the Will Levis at this point?
Kind of. I mean, those drops typically are all for people that are supposed to be in the top 5, top 10.
For which picks?
So, Chris, Dallas on the clock. Pick number 2. Do they take the safety?
You see the bend and close at the top of his rush. It's outstanding.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Some of that is he worked up on guards. A lot of his production came from inside. He's someone who spent a lot of his NIL money on his family. Change positions, never complained but produced, and he certainly did that.
Cowboys, Browns, Bears, and Bills are in that 4 picks.
Yep.
4 minutes to go for Dallas's pick.
So the Raptors are up 105-97 with about 6 minutes left over the Cavs. Minnesota just ended the first quarter 25-11. The Hawks beat the Knicks 109-108. MLB scores here. Top of 9. Twins are down by 2, 10-8. Rangers 6-1. Bottom of 7. And the final, we got the Braves win. Tigers beat the Brewers. Cubs beat Phillies. Padres beat the Rockies. Sox beat the Diamondbacks. Dodgers shut off the Giants. And the Mets beat Boston.
What's up, Kevin?
How's it going?
And in the world of hockey, Sabres won 3-1. Well, 2-1 there. Hurricanes beat the Senators to go up 3-0 there. And the Avalanche are leading the Knights or Kings 1-0 right now. What's up, Kevin? Your Bears are about ready to select here in a couple picks. What are you hoping for?
Well, since he's fell this far, because I thought the Vikings were going to take him, I'm hoping that safety from Oregon.
But only one is gently cooked to give your dog the nutrients they need without the ultra processing.
Yeah, I can see that. I think though Dallas might be getting them right here.
You think they're going to snipe him right here?
Yeah. Well, we could be wrong. I mean, we've been wrong all night on where some people are going to go and how high people are going to get drafted.
How are we feeling about the Rams taking Ty Simpson?
It was a reach, but I think they got scared. I think they got scared that somebody was going to take them early. I think they were feeling that they didn't have enough firepower to move back in the first round if he was to slide.
Mhm.
So I think that's why they traded up to get him or take him. I should say trade up, but I think that's why they took him.
You know who I'm surprised fell so far?
At adventure, we say game.
Makai Lemon.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he fell so far.
Together, we'll get there.
And then Blake was another. Blake Miller was another reach. They're kind of shocked about.
All new Hyundai Palisade.
So you think the Cowboys are taking? You think they're taking that safety, huh?
Yep, Dylan. Yeah, if they pass on him, if I'm the Vikings, I try to move up with Cleveland to get him, but I think Dallas is going to take him here.
Taking a look at the best available presented by
Do the Vikings have enough to trade up back into the first round?
I mean, it all depends on what you want or what you go for. I mean, you're getting down there where people are just kind of, just looking at maybe just getting assets. I mean, I think the Vikings could always throw in a guy like Addison to try to sweeten the deal too a little bit. So,
I'm surprised the Titans went receiver.
Yeah.
Please don't take him. Please don't take him.
I think Dallas is going to take Jamon McCoy.
Oh, they didn't take him. Let's go.
Be quiet. You're way ahead because I'm just getting him right now.
Whoops.
I'm not even at the pick. I mean, I am at the pick, but he's not going to announce it yet.
Heck, I don't even have Roger Goodell on stage.
Oh, shoot.
Oh!
Jamon McCoy?
No.
Probably an unexpected pick, I'd say.
Edge rusher from UCF, Lawrence.
Cowboys take another Lawrence.
Good Lord.
We got
He was ranked 9th at the position, 54th overall, 6'4", 253 edge rusher.
Wow. So you think it's a reach?
I say it's a reach. I gotta say, some of these teams are. It seems like they're getting scared. I don't know, but
yeah, I you know what? To be honest, I do like the Vikings pick and Caleb Banks, though. I do like it. I don't think it was terrible.
I don't think it was terrible either.
But I think you guys should have taken the safety from Oregon just because you don't know if what's his name's going to be back or not.
Nope. I agree there. I mean, upset with the pick, but it's a defensive player.
So they knew the goods they had with him. So the Cowboys, as expected, use their 2 firsts on defensive players. Caleb Downs, they move up one spot to take him. Malachi Lawrence, they move down 3 spots.
Now the Browns are on the clock, so
yeah.
The pick is in too.
Yep, I didn't know if I was that far ahead of you guys or not. But.
This was like the third. This is like their third pick tonight.
No, it's just talking. They traded.
Yeah, they traded down.
Yeah.
But they did get they get 2 4th or 2 5th rounders.
2 5th, I think we decided on. So Tim, who do we got going to the Browns here?
I think they'll probably take that corner Jared McCoy from Tennessee, I'm going to guess.
Yeah.
Either that or they're going to snipe the safety from Oregon.
That or they go, I mean, do you go Boston at 6'4", 210 to get, or 212 to get Sanders a tall target?
I was just thinking Boston.
To play the clean. She wants three. She wants more of those.
I think if you're the Browns, you go get yourself a target.
You can start 5% cash back on that. Also, if I start a conga line, will you join? There's 5% cash back in different categories each quarter on up to $1,500 in purchases.
I gotta think the Vikings have to be working the falls here to try to move back to the first round. And maybe they didn't want Tillman. I mean, maybe
like a zipper. That's why they call it a zipper.
Maybe we're all just speculating that they wanted him and they didn't. I mean,
we got a zipper. Please stop saying zipper. Spring. The
Well, we
unofficial.
had 3 trades.
A time to start new jobs, tackle new projects, and stock on new tools at Harbor Freight. Whether you're a pro, just like doing things yourself, we've got the quality tools and to start your new year off right. So come celebrate spring savings at Harbor Freight. On again with the NFL app. Your home for all things NFL. And subscribe to NFL Plus for more access. The picks, the plays, all in one place. Scan now and score 40% off NFL Plus. Guaranteed today into the world of cool kids.
For the 2024 season, Brooks is still going to hear his name called. We also have seen several players still here in the Green Bay game.
ESPN, ABC.
Keep up with everything at NFL.com.
I'll return. Well, in fact, they had a chance to take Travis Hunter last year, but
I could also see Chicago trading down or trading out of the first round or something.
with Minnesota.
They could.
Yeah, but if they do that, Chicago's going to want a lot more than.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. Don't know if that's really what they needed, but okay.
Wow, not the receiver I thought they would take.
So not Boston.
No, Casey from Texas A&M.
Casey Concepcion?
Yeah. Was not thinking that was a receiver then.
That's a receiver.
Well, I was thinking receiver, but not that one.
One of these receivers they liked in this
The Super Bowl champions for this year on the clock now, boys.
dynamic ability that he possessed. There's some
No.
issues you see in the last 2 years.
This pick will have a ketchup inspired jacket when they get up there.
It's not. I mean, it's not too much of a reach. He was picked to go 30 seconds, so I mean, somewhat of a reach. I mean, but he's 6 foot 196, so. I would have went Boston. I would have went with the, but he's got return ability, so that might have been intriguing.
How do you guys feel about the Chiefs taking that corner? They should have went with what's his name? Don't you think? They traded up and they had a chance to get him.
Downs, yeah, they should have went Downs.
Yeah, and they didn't. I was surprised about that.
Yeah.
Me too.
Well, Brandon, who are the Super Bowl champs for the next season taken here?
They're going to take a kicker.
I wouldn't be surprised. I would have pushed past them.
Nah, if the Bears really want to do some damage, I think you go into safety here. But we've been saying that all night, and he hasn't gone yet. So
Yeah.
The safety from Toledo.
Yeah.
The safety from FAU.
Oof.
Or they go corner. I mean, McCoy's still out there though too. I think they go defense for sure.
Yeah. I
No,
think
they'll
they
go
get a
off.
safety.
They'll
Just
go
get a
offense,
safety to replace Brisker, I think, and Byard. We lost both our safeties.
Yeah.
Brisker and Byard. We lost both of them.
which means you'll go offense.
If they go offense, I'm gonna go.
Mel Kiper had Dylan as his number one player left.
Who?
Mel Kiper had Dylan Thielman as his best player. Denzel Boston, number 2. Zion Young out of Missouri. Number 3, Caleb Lemieux, offensive tackle from Utah. Kettle Rick Falk from Edwards from Auburn.
Yeah, I mean, if Chicago's smart, they do take the safety. I think that's what they should do. You lost both your safeties due to free agency. You know, I think it'd be dumb if you don't.
Yeah.
Eldrick Polk.
But again, I gotta think. And again, maybe we're overthinking the Vikings. I mean, especially me. Maybe he wasn't on their board as high as we think. So maybe they're not working the phone to move back in there.
I think every team should at least not in the order, of who they're picking, but like the top 50 players. And then everybody.
But I just think now, you're getting down there to where, Vikings could probably just throw out, all 3 of the third-round picks to move back in if they really want to tell them in.
I think this pick here by the Bears is either going to be Jamad McCoy or it's going to be a safety from Oregon.
I'm picking somebody on offense.
And Christy Bacon, you're someone on offense? Tony Oliva commercial.
I got FedEx.
I had a Blaze Credit Union commercial.
I got Allstate.
I got Warner's Stellian Appliance.
Tim's got something with spaghetti in there.
How about ESPN?
Oh.
I got a Muppet commercial for Booking.com.
Oh yeah, you're behind me because I just saw that one.
I got ESPN making the Super Bowl pick.
I got an Angie Craig commercial.
So we've had three trades so far.
Day 2 will have more.
Well, yeah, but I think day 1, I think we offset about 5. So
You think there's gonna be 2 more trades?
I don't know. I figured they would have had a lot more trades up front, but I can see 2 more, but.
All right, here we go.
Here comes Seth Rollins. That'd be hilarious.
That'd be interesting if it was Seth Rollins.
I think Kyle Brandt comes out.
Oh, God. Yeah, and then Seth Rollins curb stomps him. And your Chicago Bears select. Nope, just Roger Goodell.
Yeah, they'll bring out Seth Rollins probably tomorrow or in the 3rd round or something for the Bears.
Yeah, second round usually that way.
Comes.
Yeah.
In the 2026 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Dylan Thieneman.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Good pick there. Good pick.
Started his career at Purdue. Is from a Purdue family that went to Oregon and got 6 draft picks in a very short period of
Yeah, you might as well sign me as a GM now. Might as well. Just sign me. I'll sign the contract. Just let me know when.
Yeah,
Always play,
that was a good pick there. I think.
you can always play Madden in GM mode and do things.
And it's a preppy white boy, though. Look at him. Look at that preppy white boy coming to Chicago. He's going to turn into the next Max Crosby. He's going to get some neck tattoos and everything.
They're Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah. I don't know if this man understands how big of a spot he has to fill, though.
I think he wants that. Like, I don't.
Oh, yeah. You can tell by
I think
his.
he doesn't want to know.
Yeah. Because, I mean, you have to take over Kevin Byard, the interception leader from last year. You have to take his spot, pretty much.
I think he's just focusing on himself. I'm not worried about that. He'd be stressed. That's a look of not stressed.
Well, yeah, he's going to the defending NFC North champs. Of course he's not stressed.
But even if the Bears were number 1 overall pick and you got the spot, I don't think he'd be stressed.
Trade alert. Oh, shoot. Did you guys see that?
Not yet.
There you go, Brandon. There's your 4th trade.
I didn't see anything yet. Oh, now comes up. Bills are trading the pick to Houston.
Oh.
That's a pick swap.
Jesus.
No, because they got San Fran in the middle.
Harrison Smith is in Minnesota, which is off and wide. We You needed something fixed, especially during the time frame in Minnesota where they needed.
Yeah, because Buffalo was on the 28th spot.
Does the same thing, although I think you're right, Joel. It's range back in the middle.
49ers are attempting to trade the 27th pick, according to Scheffler.
Right now, you get it. And that's what he did for so long in Minnesota. Whether it's on the back end, near the line of scrimmage, as a tech or as a filter, Biederman can do those things as well. And just love his instincts for the football. Miami just traded out from 30 to 27. The Niners traded back down, so Miami's on the top 27 level. Houston, which traded up from 28 to 26, their pick is in. We're waiting on that.
So the Bills traded the 26th pick to Houston, and the Houston picks again 2 picks later.
Yep.
So you got 2 picks on the next 3 picks. All right. Houston's about to cook right now.
Never knew what kind of path I was going to take. I mean, it's not pretty disappointing, but I'm extremely thankful for everyone that's been with me.
And the Niners are supposedly shopping the 27th pick, so.
That people here know well and try. What traits do you bring to the table that can make you the
In Minnesota, I don't know.
I think I'm very versatile. I'm able to use my speed.
Honestly, there's nobody here I'd take now.
All right, congratulations.
Well, you got that corner. You got that guy from Tennessee.
Yeah, I mean, McCoy could be a good one. The safety, McNeil Warner could be a good one too, so.
The aerial shots have been amazing. We got 3 pitches and we got 3 days at the top.
And again, too, I mean, I'm intrigued on Boston's side, 6'4", 212.
I mean, you might be able to see him here.
What's that?
You might see him here.
Yeah.
Oh. Interesting. Okay. All right.
So it's not Boston.
Boston. DJ Allen.
First choice tonight.
Who?
Umar Cooper.
Who?
See what they do now.
Georgia Tech guard Ruckler.
In the 2026 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans, Keelan Rutledge, Georgia Tech.
Rutledge.
Who did that? Wow. Okay.
Favorite player was at the draft.
That's a stretch.
We're singing the same song here.
All right.
Just
Oh, San Fran does a trade. We got our 5 trades, boys.
This is
Yeah.
aspect of this guy's game. You see the size.
To Miami.
So that
Keelan
means,
Rutledge is
that
a
means the 49ers have the 30th pick.
Keelan Rutledge was a stretch.
Every single time you get the
That's a pick. Oh, it's a good one.
your offensive line. This guy is
What is he, a great day 2, day 3 pick?
I'm still trying to
he
find
would-
him.
He would have been 4th at the position, 40 or 58th overall.
That's a
Oh, yeah,
mid-second
that's
round pick.
Dolphins, Bills, Chiefs, and 49ers.
Is the Dolphins going to be taking?
Yeah, their pick is in.
Are
Yeah.
they taking McCoy?
Wait, Chris, you said the Dolphins picks in?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, you're ahead of me now.
but
No,
I'm
the
on a
Dolphins,
commercial
the
break.
Dolphins
No,
are
yeah, the pick is in.
I'm on a
not in
commercial
yet.
break, though.
Yeah, you guys are
Yeah, I
ahead
got
of me.
about 6 minutes here.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought you said the pick was in.
The
It is.
Dolphins are
It
picking.
is, but they just haven't posted it on ESPN yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm on commercial.
Yeah, now we got the Dolphins picking.
You're lame.
Yeah, it's just counting down for me right now.
Yeah.
It says 5
I got
minutes,
no
45
I
seconds.
got commercial, no countdown, but it says pick is in.
I still have a countdown, but when they went to the stage, they said that the pick was in.
Oh. Who do you think the Dolphins are taking here? They need a lot of help.
Dan Marino.
McCoy?
Dan Marino.
Yeah, you got it. I mean,
You don't think they take a receiver? They traded away all theirs or released them. Wait, who did they take earlier in the draft?
offensive tackle Proctor. So there's the receiver, corner, edge, tight end, safety.
McCoy?
Yeah, they're gonna go. They gotta go McCoy if they need a corner. That's what they're gonna do here, I think.
Yeah.
Which is funny because I think Buffalo needs a corner, so they're gonna get sniped right here.
Minnesota trades up and gets George. Running back for Notre Dame.
That's what Mexico's doing. It works for
It's Bill Lomo.
Do you think these have more commercials than WrestleMania?
No.
WrestleMania was bad with commercials. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hey, watch the brakes. There's a
Yeah,
couple
it was.
big deals for the whole family. Only at Wendy's.
Hey, did you guys see that post that Adam put in our group chat about Seth Rollins walking off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was making the statement of, and here comes Seth Rollins and Kyle Brandt comes on and whops him in the head.
Wow. The 49ers got a 3rd round pick this year too
Yeah.
in this trade. The Giants are cooking in this draft. The Giants are literally cooking. They got 2 great draft picks.
Yeah, Giants did hit a good one. Dallas, I have a feeling, hit pretty good.
We kind of had to, though.
The Bucks got to steal Ruben Bain.
Yeah.
Well, that was another name Dallas was thinking of, either Bain or
Wait, who?
I don't know.
What the heck? All right.
I don't even have the pick
Well,
yet.
there's what you want to think.
Well, how
That's-
you got the ticket already?
Already then.
All right.
Who?
That's what I just said.
Chris
Well,
Johnson, defensive back for San Diego State.
So they passed on McCoy.
Not too much of a stretch. He was supposed to go 39th, but
Chris Johnson's coming out of retirement.
yeah.
And playing a different position? Oh,
They're playing a
man.
different position and probably a different color. I don't know. I haven't seen a picture of him yet.
No, he's the same color.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't look as fast though. Oh, another. Oh, I gotta stop ruining it for you guys. You guys are. That's right.
Another. I'm gonna go on a limb on a limb there, Big B and Bacon. That there's another trade.
No, that's not.
I feel like it's like DJ Khaled. Another one.
Oh,
Another one.
traded by IHOP. The Buffalo Bills are trading the pick to
Dallas.
the Patriots.
Patriots. So they just moved down to 31, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
All right.
So we hit our over under.
Denver?
Yeah, we're at 6 now, guys. So
I don't think there'll be any more trades now because what
You
is San
sure?
Fran gonna do? San Fran just be like, yeah, screw it.
well, Kansas City, San Fran, the Bills, Seattle.
Who did Kansas City trade with go all the way back to 29?
Dallas, I think.
Yeah, Dallas. No, that was it.
Or was that the Eagles? Was that the Eagles?
No,
Oh,
they
yeah,
traded that earlier. They've always had 2 picks in the first round this year.
To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. If I'm the Patriots here, I take that wide receiver from Washington right now.
By the Patriots, I think the 7th quarterback on the board.
I take Boston. Boston, New England, Boston. It seems right.
Let's see. Oh, okay.
Oh, again, another team trading inside the division.
Oh, they took
Conspiracy theory.
Lamu was supposed to go right here too. So
Well, it makes sense because the Bears got the Patriots guy, that guard. The Vikings old dude, whatever his name is.
yeah, I know what you're thinking of. Bradbury.
Yep, that's who the Bears got, and he was on the Patriots.
Yep.
So this makes sense. It's a good move. He can move too. It looks like. Oh, look at that big boy go! Oh,
He ran a 4.99 in 40.
Jesus!
Yeah, but I bet you didn't line up as a slot receiver, come bull rush at the defensive end like the other lineman we had. Was it Feely from Georgia?
No, it was
Or was it Miller from Clemson?
it was Ione from Penn State.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I was the Penn State guy. Yeah.
This guy's dancing.
Oh, he can get out there too. So
He's getting groovy with it.
NFL Network's comparing him to Anthony Gonzalez from Indianapolis.
okay.
Like the minute show blush here, Kevin.
What it was like over there, so they found Robert. You got to have those guys. This is a big deal. And the Super
You can play both left and right tackle.
Yeah.
needs him going forward. Rich, big credit to Jim Harding, the offensive line coach.
Come on, if McCoy doesn't go to the Kansas City Chiefs.
What'd you say, Primus?
McCoy should be going to the Chiefs since they lost both their corners this year.
Well, you remember they took that weird corner earlier that we don't know why they did that.
I never know what heck happened. Half these people do anymore.
I would like this being like for a job interview, and they're like, okay, for the next pick in the company.
Imagine how good the Titans' offensive line would be because they have J.C. Latham, I think. Imagine if they would have drafted that guy from Miami, that tackle.
Yeah.
They had two good tackles.
Explore our entire world of hotel brands.
You could have definitely stacked your offensive line to give Cam Moore the pass protection.
Yeah.
I just don't know why they went receiver. That was weird.
Well, we got 6 other rounds to figure out why they did the special Minnesota.
Because who did Minnesota take again?
You could find Eli.
They took,
it was an offensive lineman, right? No, it was that D tackle from Florida, Banks. That's right, Caleb Banks, yeah. I mean, that's not terrible.
It's not terrible.
They really
He played all the 3 games last season. He made about as many games as Anthony Richardson did at Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, they realistically should have won that safety though. That should have been what they should have done all day.
Yeah, that made no sense. They didn't take
For a
you.
life like no other, you need a card like no other. One that lands you in the quiet comfort of the largest global airport lounge network.
So who do you think the Chiefs are taking here? McCoy?
Yeah. They got to replace. They got to replace 2 corners this year.
Yeah, I would say that's probably the go-to pick here. I would agree. But who knows? We've seen some whack picks today.
You're telling me.
Verizon Small Business Days are coming, and we're here at Patty's.
I thought for sure the Cardinals were going to go offensive line because that's what they really need, and I thought the Titans were going to go running back. But nope.
Here comes the Verizon business expert. She's bringing support, special offers.
But I don't mind the running back pick for the Cardinals. I thought that was a pretty good pick.
I just think they need offensive line help.
Well, yeah. No, they definitely do.
Confidence is a given. It's built. One choice.
Because don't they still have James Conner?
One step.
Yeah.
How you feel?
But I mean, I guess he doesn't stay healthy.
Starts with a click. Invisalign. Why is everyone so fired up?
The Stanley Cup playoffs.
You think that guy starts? Jeremiah Love starts for Cardinals?
It's their shot.
No, he'll get a lot of time.
You think?
I mean, right now the way these picks are going, I don't know who would start for their team.
I think the only. Oh yeah, because Mendoza's not.
I mean, Tate will probably get a good run. You know, maybe your defensive guys might get good runs, but I mean.
All right, here we go. Let's see who the Chiefs take.
Traded down so Miami could take Chris Johnson, and then just trade it out to tomorrow.
Who?
You got an owl over there or what?
I'm sorry, but like, who is this guy?
And Hall of Sanctuary.
He's a football player. I don't know. I don't know.
Probably Moose is gonna go nuts after he sees this.
What?
Oh, there's Big B.
CJ Allen, Georgia.
Peter Woods, defensive tackle for Clemson?
That's what I'm thinking in my head. It's not the player, but just like
another one.
That's what I was thinking. Is like what we think is probably not the obvious pick.
Well, he was supposed to go 27. So
hey, Brandon, guess what?
What?
Another one.
Another one.
Another trade.
The Niners are trading.
49ers don't want to pick.
To the Jets.
Here comes the quarterback.
Okay.
So that's 3 for the Jets?
He said, "Here comes the quarterback." I'm calling it. Carson Beck. Here it is.
Never know.
Garrett
Carson Beck
Nussmeier.
for the Jets.
Yeah, that's fine.
A guy wearing green and a sea of people wearing white.
Yeah, that's what it looks like in the snow.
So is the 49ers the new Rams this year?
Just stacking up on draft picks.
Why not?
I mean, do the 49ers really need much? You know, they're gonna have a
Maybe
healthy
that's what
roster
they're
this
thinking.
year.
Like we don't maybe a late round pick. But
49ers get the 33rd and the 179th.
Oh, so they get the first pick in the second round?
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Well, as it stands, they do.
It's okay. They'll trade it. They'll get a lot. They could get a lot of draft capital for it. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I mean.
Well, it depends on who's left. I mean, yeah.
Whoa. Futuristic glasses or something. Wow.
Damn, the Jets are going all in. This is like their
guess.
4th first round pick.
Third.
No, it's their 3rd.
Hey, careful. The Cowboys were all in a couple years ago. It didn't work out.
Well, that's because that's the
Well,
Cowboys. Look at your owner.
We're talking about the Cowboys here. Cowboys, it's all in before they even flip the coin.
Yeah.
All right, here it is. Miami's quarterback. Calling it.
Garrett Nussmeier.
Ooh, true. Yeah. Wow.
Jets are taking the goalie from
From the Big Green.
You know what? I don't mind that pick. That's actually a good pick for the Jets.
Or the Islanders or the
Too bad their quarterback sucks this year.
Omar Cooper Jr.
Yeah,
Clemson.
he cooked Miami in the championship.
Oh no, Indiana. That's
Indiana,
a
yeah.
Not that bad.
Not a bad pick, but I mean, again, you know.
It'll
You
take
got
pressure.
Geno
It'll
Smith,
take
though.
pressure off Garrett Wilson.
Still not Jamad Michael or Jamad McCoy.
Yeah, I don't know what. Is he gonna fall out of the first round?
No, he'll go to
We
Seattle.
got 2 picks to find out.
Watch him join Seattle.
He
Seattle.
might, dude. Oh no, Buffalo might take him. They need a corner big time.
Yeah, but will they take a corner?
I don't know, probably not. They'll probably take that receiver Boston, even though they just traded for DJ Moore.
I like Boston. 6'4", 212, good red zone threat there. I mean,
Yeah, you'd have 2 red zone threats. DJ Moore's a red zone threat. You'd have 2 of them.
He forced 30 missed tackles in 2025.
Okay, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and see how bad they're gonna screw this up. I'm thinking
He had a
Buffalo's gonna
game
take
receiving touchdown in
Emmanuel
State.
Pregnon.
They're taking who?
I'm taking this as my. I'm not gonna make this my lock. The Buffalo's gonna take Emmanuel Pregnon from Georgia, from Oregon. Sorry, Oregon.
If you get this correct,
the
someone needs to
offensive
sign
guard.
Yeah, Emmanuel Pregnon.
Yeah, if you get this correct, they might need to sign you.
Unless there's a trade.
Buffalo's not on the clock yet, huh?
Yeah, they are.
No, they're on the clock.
No.
Yeah.
Tennessee.
What?
No.
What? I got Buffalo.
I got
Yeah,
Tennessee.
Buffalo.
Bacon's got to change his prescription.
No. No, I'm good.
Wow,
No, that-
the Jets
that looks
cooked.
like
Oh
the-
my
that looks
God.
like
What? Now they are going to Titans are on the clock. What?
What?
Yeah.
Bills on the clock.
Well, now
Tennessee's on the clock.
forget my Pregnon guy. I don't know. At this point, they're taking
Oh, there it
the
is.
running back from Notre
There
Dame.
it is. Trade alert.
I must have missed the trade alert.
I
I
didn't
just-
get it.
I'm going Buffalo on the clock.
When I told you initially, I didn't get the alert. I was looking at the pick. What's coming up?
Oh, here it comes. Okay.
Jadarian Price. That's what I'm going to go with.
Shut up. It would make sense.
It would make sense. It makes a lot of sense.
The pick is in. Just take McCoy, dude. Even though I don't think the Titans need him.
So what? I'm just kidding.
Jamad McCoy in the AFC South isn't a bad pick.
I don't know if the Titans need a corner though, do they?
No. If I'm them, I'm taking Price here just to piss me off.
Why is that who you want the Vikings to take?
That's who I was hoping the Vikes would take in the second round.
Dude, if they snipe them, this might be worse than the Danhausen debut in WWE.
Oh, no. That's already happened. That happened at pick 18.
Oh, and the Vikings didn't take who you thought?
Yeah.
Danhausen's been a marketing master.
Well, yeah.
Here it comes.
You can easily market clowns. I mean,
You can have him curse the Bears, the Lions. and the
Uh-oh, here it
Packers
comes.
for you.
Thanks, Dorothy. Lions, Tigers, and Bears. It's way too late for me to
he could probably curse everybody in the NFL, and the Vikings still wouldn't win the Super Bowl.
Well, yeah, because he cursed the Vikings too. Here it goes.
The
Here
pick
comes.
is in, but yet there's a football up there.
Who?
Who?
The New Day.
Oh my gosh, not the guy Brandon wanted. Oh my.
Sneaky bluffing.
Oh. Ed Rucker, Cleveland, fuck. Okay.
Kendrick Fall from Auburn.
Yep.
All right, Seattle.
Congratulations, Pittsburgh. You didn't suck that.
Now, honestly, this could be where Price goes since they just lost K9.
Nah, they're going to take McCoy here.
Yeah,
But that could be a good spot for McCoy, too.
if McCoy falls out of the first round, I'll be pretty.
San Francisco got one put in their lap.
Yeah. Because right now, best available, McCoy should have went 16th. McNeil Warner should have went 21st.
CJ Allen should have went higher.
Terrell should have went 22nd. Boston 23rd.
Danhausen 24th.
Yeah.
Joe Hendry 25th.
Yeah.
CM Punk 26th.
Hey, if a team picks CM Punk, that is not a bad choice.
I don't know if that man can run up and down a field. You see him get in
No,
the match,
but
he
he'll
gets
give you
tired after
everything
20
he has,
seconds.
though.
He gets tired 20 seconds into a match.
Yeah.
Great. CM Punk. What position would he play? Safety? Watch that guy get
Left
burned
out.
by the
Jesus, that
half
man
of
would get- that
by
man
the
would get-
slowest tight end.
He would get burned so bad.
All right.
Please tell me there's only one round tonight so I can try to get at least 25 minutes of sleep.
There is one round.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Then tomorrow's
He said, okay.
tomorrow's round 2 and 3. And
What time does it start tomorrow?
I think 6 o'clock.
Oh my!
But
Tomorrow's
we
gonna be
won't do a
tomorrow's gonna be a
show.
late night.
It's 2 rounds, and then Saturday's like at 12 o'clock Central.
And that's the speed round. That's draft lightning round.
That
Oh, they
is hard to
finish
keep
up on
up.
Saturday? It's not until Sunday now?
No,
Yeah.
it's always Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
NBA. Like TEBS.
What if the what if the
5,
NFL had a draft
76.
Oh,
All right, Seattle's got their pick in here.
pick is in.
What if the NFL did a draft lottery? What would you think?
Well, that would be fun. That would
That'd
be honestly fun.
That'd be interesting.
I wouldn't make it as complicated as like the NBA or NHL, but I would have a draft lottery.
Believe me, the NFL would complicate would complicate the lottery.
Yeah.
Yeah. More so than the NBA does.
Well, the thing with the NBA though is they just need to make it live.
They
Yeah.
do.
No, but I
The
mean,
thing the NFL should do it during the halftime of the Super Bowl.
There you go.
No more halftime shows, just the draft lottery.
Or do it during Super Bowl, like the day, not necessarily halftime, but
Do it at the NFL Honors Awards banquet.
there you go. All right, we're gonna do the Hall of Fame enshrinement, and then we're
They
gonna
do
go
that lottery style too.
non-playoff teams going to the bingo ball.
All right, who's Seattle taking here? McCoy? Actually, you know what? No, they're probably going to take the running back. They're going to piss Brandon off. I bet you. They don't have
Leon Sandcastle.
They just traded away they didn't trade him away. He signed, right? He didn't get traded.
he signed with Kansas City, yeah.
Yeah, so I bet you they draft running back here.
Yep.
But I
Right.
can also see him going. I can also see him getting Boston a 6'4" receiver too.
Well, I mean, they could also go corner because they lost Kobe Bryant. He went to the Bears. I bet you this is either Price or
Price or
the guy
McCoy.
from Tennessee.
Well, Seattle's happy. Whoever they pick.
Ooh, they're the Super Bowl champs, so they should be happy.
Ah,
Those bastards.
I know.
Oh, I see the script. There's the script. I see it. I can't see the words though.
Maybe Seattle's bluffing. I don't know.
I don't know. They're bringing up some doofus.
Who?
I don't know. They're bringing somebody out.
Made it up.
A huge fan of the Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks, who bravely battled a brain tumor.
A fan who had cancer or a brain tumor.
Oh no, I didn't even see the guy come out.
And a chance to take part in one of the most exciting moments in
Oh, Brandon might have a bad night here if this is who I think
Yep,
it is.
here comes Price.
Brandon's gonna have a canary.
Heart attack.
He's had a couple canaries. You should have seen him as long as I've known him.
He's about to have an apoplexy.
He's gonna have a myocardial infarction. You ever want to see what a stroke looks like in real time? Watch Brandon on this pick.
Here we go. Here it is.
You know what stops a stroke, Brandon? Cocaine.
Oh no!
Oh, it's a bad day.
Oh, here it comes.
This is going to be the 12th man, Brandon Herrera. Like
Oh my God! Are you kidding me?
It's like a sharp stick stabbing right in your eye, right to the back of your skull.
Oh no!
My God!
Man.
I mean, it does make sense, but
Look at that.
There you go. There you go, Brian Lewis, our one player you know, we thought we would have this year.
You know, it would have been cheaper if just to re-sign Kenneth Walker.
Oh my God.
Brandon's gonna tell everybody at the house, don't talk to me
Hey, look
tonight.
at that. A guy that used to be in Minnesota is now going to Seattle. You know, didn't that happen to Sam Darnold?
Oh,
Oh, wow.
This was the backup to Love, wasn't it?
A lot of people actually like this guy over Love too. Yeah.
Is this like the first time? Is this like the first time in like modern draft history where two running backs from the same team went in the first round?
Oh, it has to be. It has to be.
Because I don't remember.
Yeah,
I know
this was the only-
McFadden and Felix Jones all went in the same draft, but I don't know if they went in the same round.
Yeah, these are the only two running backs taken in the first round. Were these two? Only two running backs taken.
No, when you say teammates, he's saying just the first set of running backs from the same team going in the first round. Oh my God, are you kidding me?
It's the first time since
The draft resumes in 19 hours and 53 minutes.
Yep.
And that's what we call Brandon watch.
Yeah, Brandon. It's been since 2008, Arkansas. Last time it was Darren McFadden and Felix Jones, 2008.
In the first round?
Yep.
Yeah. And then Peyton Hillis, I think, got drafted somewhere in that same draft too.
And then 2005, it was like Ronnie Williams and someone else in 2005.
Ronnie Brown and Cadillac Williams.
Yep. And then there was his other buddy.
All right, so Terry, you haven't been with us all night, but let's get your overall view. Any shockers picked up?
Yeah, actually, there was a couple. Like I've been saying, shocker that Tennessee didn't go offensive line and stack up on the offensive line, and they went receiver, which don't know why. And then, you know, the best tackle in the draft falling to 10. That surprised me because there was a couple tackles before him getting taken. And then, you know, I guess I wouldn't really say surprise. I kind of expected, but Ty Simpson to the Rams.
Yeah.
I guess that was something there. Yeah, and then I have to say, honestly, the Vikings pick was pretty out of left field, I'd say.
Yeah.
So.
All right, guys. So, Tim, final thoughts on the first round here.
I think my new favorite player is Price, now being drafted to Seattle.
Yeah.
I think I will start collecting. He will be part of my PC. Other than that, the Jets drafting back in I thought was right, but I figured they might have been coming after a quarterback.
Yep.
Other than that, it went by quick because I figured my head wouldn't be hitting the pillow until like 5:30 in the morning. I'm going to be lucky that it might be 20 after 5 because truthfully, this went a lot faster than I thought it would be. It should have been 4 hours long, and we went just a little over 3.
Yep.
So I'm appreciative of it. Woo, way to go, guys. This 8 minute made me feel a whole lot happier.
Well, that's the thing, too, is a lot of teams only took half the time. You know?
Yeah.
So, Chris, your final thoughts.
No, you know, it's been a crazy draft. I feel like it's been less predictable than most years as far as picks goes. We didn't know who was going to be number one. That was kind of a gimme, but everybody else was kind of undecided. But I thought it was a good draft.
No, it was a good draft. I mean, yeah, Chris, you're right. We all knew Minnesota was going to go number one. I mean, we threw out the idea of possibly trading out just to gather capital. So not a bad pick. The draft ended probably with the best scenario with Price going to the Seattle Seahawks after they let K9 walk. But, I mean, there's still some guys there that are going to go early, hopefully. I mean, there's been a lot of surprises. I mean, Simpson going to the Rams, I think, was a good move, but yet I think it was a reach. per se. Vikings passing on Dillon again. I think was kind of a shocker there. I think we could have. So they might know something we don't know, that Smith's going to come back. I don't know, but we've still got 6 rounds left, so anything's possible coming up. But the guy I kind of hope the Vikings go after now is Emmett Johnson, Nebraska running back. Hopefully they can nab him in the 3rd or 4th round before he disappears. But so with that being said, guys, another good season for draft coverage, and NFL is right there. So,
Yeah.
all right. So we'll see you guys all next time.